Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Upper Dauphin High School here in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. Tonight, your Delone Squires will face the homestanding Upper Dauphin Trojans in the PIAA District 3 M&T Bank AA Finals. We are here tonight thanks to the donation from Denovas to Go. Locations in Hanover and Northern Maryland. We'd like to thank Josie and Bill Knobloch, parents of Delone grads Elise in 2017 and AJ in 2019. I will say that again later on when more people are tuned in. Laura, who will be a freshman next year. Also Josie's niece, Melina Marsania, 14 graduate of Delone. We're here tonight for this championship game. 8-3 Squires versus the 11-0 Trojans. Winner receives a gold medal and a week's bye into the PIAA state championships, where they'll probably have to face Southern Columbia in 2 weeks. The loser, a silver medal in the end of the season. It's been a great season for both these teams. Delone started off 0-3, now 8-3.
We lost the mic completely. No idea why. We've got power to it.
We still got video.
We've got nothing right now. Just hang tight. That's why we're a half hour.
Yeah, we do. I can hear.
Okay, so
We have audio.
You're getting the audio through here. Just keep talking.
Keep talking?
Yep.
Yeah, we have audio. We're good.
Well, I can't.
We'll try.
I can't hear you. Okay,
I know we
we'll
can't
keep
hear,
talking.
but
I'm Tony Weaver, bringing you the game with George Dieter, and as always, Bill and Danny on technical here. Hopefully, we're getting out because I'm having a little trouble hearing here. George, what's some of the things we got to look at tonight about Dauphin? What do you see with them? We looked at film. We had meetings with the coaches. What got Upper Dauphin here tonight?
Tony, Upper Dauphin has really dominated their opponents this year. No question about it. This will be the toughest test of the year for Delone. This team is averaging 52 points per game. Their rushing average is 419 yards per game, and throw in another 100 yards passing. Number 12, Macklin Ayers, 6'3", 210. He's a do-it-all back. He quarterbacks. Okay, he leads the team in rushing, 1,713 yards for the year. He also has over 1,072 passing yards. Okay, it all starts with him out of the pistol wing team. He makes it go. They have a back, number 2, Jake Ramberger. He's rushed for has scored 18 TDs. It's a really strong 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and Delone knows that. They like we said here, they run out of the pistol wing tee, so Macklin Ayers will be about 2-3 yards behind the center, and behind him will be Jake Ramberger. And you got to keep an eye on those two. They'll run the midline option. They'll run, as you can see from the stats we just gave you, they're going to have the ball 85% of the time here. And then they'll have backs like Dalton Boyer and some of the other guys in the team fill in here. Defensively now, what do you look for in 3-5-3 set?
Well, Tony, surprisingly, when I went over and watched a little bit of film, Macklin Ayers is their #1 defensive player. He leads the team with 85 tackles on the year. I see that he lines up almost anywhere in the secondary, at linebacker, at defensive end, and he pursues the ball very, very well, relentlessly from sideline to sideline. Somebody's got to find him and block him. Okay, a tough team, physical, plays good defense. They score, and they score a lot. So one of the keys is to keep that ball away from him tonight.
Well, Delone has won 8 different district titles in Class A and AA. They're looking for their 9th tonight. Upper Dolphins, I think, is looking for their 1st district title. Delone started really rocky 0-3. How did they get here now? What ignited this team to win 8 in a row and win the Division III of the PIAA and really not have any really scare in that league?
Well, Tony, they did start 0-3. They played some tough competition out of the league, as we know. The offensive line was not fully developed. They hurt themselves with penalties and fumbles. But after the 3rd game of the year, they played a still hot team tough. They lost 28-35 to them. They had 6 fumbles that game. They lost 4 of them. But they still had a chance to win that game at the end. That showed a lot of resolve on their part, not giving up. And Coach Zortman and his staff, I'm convinced, is built on that effort. They got into the league. They ran the table. They won a big game last week. Avenging that loss was still high. That was a big win for them. In essence, the offensive line has come together. They cleaned up the penalties. And the wing team, Tony, they've got 3 good backs running the ball.
Yeah.
Like I switched it to them.
Joe Hernandez and Fulton have combined for about 2,000 yards with a little shot. Throw in the 500, 600 that Tate Nieder has since he's been back, and 50 TDs, and Kevin Mowry's been throwing the ball pretty well too.
2 big keys there, Tony. Again, the offensive line came together. They made some changes up front, and they matured. They developed the offensive line. You hit a key point there. Tate Nieder came back, gave them the 3rd dimension offensively.
And run the sweep behind it or a counter behind it. And I'm sure Upper Dauphin has scouted the Squires and know what's coming, just as the Squires have scouted Upper Dauphin. But having 3 backs in that wing T gives Delone that extra option going either right or left.
Tony, Kevin Mowry, the quarterback. Okay, 62 completions on the 118 attempts. He's thrown for just under 1,000 yards for the year. He's running the wing team. Wing team better and better each week. I think Coach Zortman's going to look for him to maybe tuck that ball down and run it to net a little bit. We'll see if that develops, if it really develops.
Yeah, and Coach talked to us earlier in the week where, you know, when he gets to if he holds the ball a little bit, he tends to throw into a little bit of coverage, and sometimes that gets into trouble.
Tony, it's going to come down to, you know, this is a very strong rushing team, as I said before, averaging 418 yards per game. Delone has the leading rushing defense in York County in their division. You know, something's got to give to them.
Yeah, Delone gives up 134 yards a game rushing. The other team has 419. Somewhere in the middle, we're going to have to end up tonight if Delone has a chance to stop this highly talented, you know, Upper Dauphin offense that averages 56 points a game. That's scored over 60. Tried to point out here 2 guys, Ayers and Ramberger, and there's other guys in this team that can make it happen too. It just so happens that the 2 guys have the most stats here.
Yeah, Tony, number 3, Dee Boyer. He rushed for 536 yards, but if you look at his yards per carry, 10 yards per carry himself. And number 4, Lentz. He has 361 yards, 7.0 yards per carry. So they've got guys that can carry the ball and tuck it. You know, how's that defensive line, that defensive front for Delone going to match up? I think the key to this game for Delone is the play at the line of scrimmage. They've got to win that battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and defensively and offensively.
Defensively and offensively,
I think
yes.
there just has to be something up front where Delone's going to take over here and not let Macklin dictate what's going to happen, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to dictate, he likes to get the ball to Ramberger, and he'll run that midline option where he'll keep the ball up the middle right now. The last couple weeks we've seen Delone play Gallatin from York Catholic, and last week when, you know, the quarterback was still high, they both were in the pistol a lot, took the ball and ran the ball. Now, I think Macklin Ayers is like a combination of both those 2. He's strong like Dauphin, but he's not quite as fast as the quarterback from Steel High, although he is quick.
He's quick.
And you get, like you said, his defense side by side. He has a preferred walk-on scholarship up at Penn State. We got up at Penn State. He has, and at Lafayette they want him as a linebacker, which doesn't surprise you.
Didn't surprise me, Tony, because when I saw a little bit of the film, I was really impressed with how well he runs defensively, sideline to sideline. I said before, get a hat on him, and stay with him, okay? I just want to mention last week they played Newport.
For the second time, yeah.
For the second time. They scored 44 points. They won 44-12. They rushed for 326 yards and 84 yards passing in addition to that. So another big night offensively. They have been putting up huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, and really, like you said, 419 yards a game rushing. That's almost unheard of. That's 100 yards a quarter. There's teams that don't get that many possessions to get that, Yeah. And these, to get that and to get the amount of points that they score, they're getting a lot of possessions. That means to me that they're getting a lot of turnovers. Yeah. And Delone, one of your keys to victory tonight, no turnovers, and limit the stupid penalties, because you can't play like you played last week at Still High and beat this Upper Dauphin team. They're not going to give you the chance to come back when you fumble the ball or you get a 5-yard penalty and you start out 1st and 15, 2nd and 12. That's not going to do it for Delone tonight.
No, you're right, Tony. We can't turn the ball over against this team, and we can't have penalties. We're not going to win the game if we do that, okay?
You know, this is high school football, and like I said, I was a defensive coordinator. I said this a lot in the air. I'm an 8-play guy. If you can stop a team from going 8 plays, something's going to happen, and that's what Upper Dauphin's going to try to do to Delone's. Now, last year in the Delone game, when we played Upper Dauphin in the semifinal game last year, Delone won that game 48-23. Upper Dauphin has everybody back from that team, where Delone lost some very key players this year.
If you look at this roster, Tony, senior up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of experience coming back this year, a very seasoned team. Last week, Delone played Still High. You and I talked about it. One of the best performances of the year for the offensive line. I want to give a little bit of love to those guys, Tony. Okay, I thought they did a really good job. Tight end Ryan Myers, we expect him to start. Unfortunately, Gage Wilderson hurt his knee. That's a key to this game. We had to move some people around.
Yeah, we had to move Gabe out. He can't play tonight, and it looks like they're going to start Ryan Overdorf at the tackle and move Micah Ford into center.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a key.
That's a key. Strong right side with Austin Staub at guard and Nick Ruff at tackle. They did a great job last week opening up those holes. I think one of the keys to tonight's game is that offensive line play. We've got to get a great game out of those kids again.
And you know who's not getting a lot of credit and probably should is Michael O'Brien. He was at number 24 at the start of the year. He was a back. Unselfishly, he moved into guard. Really solidified that offensive line. Plays nice defense at outside backer. He made honorable mention in the league, both offensively and defensively. Let's give a shout out to him. I mean, that's a heck of an unselfish guy for high school.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, Tony, when we talked about making some changes on the offensive line. If you talk to this coaching staff at Delone Catholic, that's been the key move. That solidified the line play. Now, losing Gage Wilderson's going to hurt us a little bit tonight. We'll see how we react to it, but that's part of football. Next man up. We got to play.
And you know what?
Welcome to Upper Dauphin Area High School's Trojan
We got,
Stadium and Veterans Memorial
now the
Field
PA might blow us out here a little bit. He just came on. We're going to try to talk over that.
Between the Squires of Delone Catholic and your Upper Dauphin Area
Mowry has to have a good game tonight, and I think for me, Fulton has to have a good game because as Fulton goes, the halfbacks go.
Non-alcohol use environments. The Upper Dauphin Area School District has also implemented spectator conduct.
We got 15 minutes before the game starts here.
Tony, you're right about Josh Fulton. When we're running this wing tee, it starts with the fullback. We've got to establish him. And Josh has done a real good job this year. He has 992 yards on the year. He's got a 5.9 yards per carry, and we know those are tough yards up the middle, and that's been the key to this Delone offense, establishing that fullback.
Yeah. And it always is in the wing tee. And before we go too much further, thanks again to Genova's To Go locations in Hanover and Northern Maryland. Bill and Josie Knobloch for, funding this, our expenses that we had to pay to the district up here. And Elise graduated in 2017. AJ graduated in 2019. Another daughter, Laura, will be coming as a freshman next year. And Josie's niece, Melania Marciano, a 2014 graduate of Delone, the first Genova to come through here. Without them, we couldn't have did this. And thanks to everybody that offered to help, pay. And just before we get this game started, let me again say that if we win tonight, if Delone wins tonight, whoever wins tonight gets a gold medal and gets a bye next week. They do not play next week. It's 2 weeks before they got to go back into state play. The loser, of course, gets a silver medal and their season ends. And for Delone to get any medal after the start that they had is just tremendous. And I just want to thank M&T Bank for putting the district playoffs on, and the Genova To Go for helping us get here tonight. That's very important because we couldn't do this without them. Bill and Danny over here doing the tech part, keeping us on the air, hopefully. And because George and I don't know anything about the tech part. Well, all we do is talk.
We're glad we have them here, that's for sure. Tony, Tate Nieder and Joe Hernandez in that backfield. We got to get them to the corners tonight and hopefully run those counters. And we got to get yardage on first down. We don't want to be first and 10. We don't want to take a penalty, go first and 15, first and 20. Puts us in the hole. We saw some of that last week. We can't do that tonight against this team.
We had real good field position. We played pretty good field position last week, and I think that's what has to happen tonight. We need the field position.
Well, looks like
and they got some sound effects up here at Upper Dauphin Stadium.
The Trojans are getting fired up. They're coming out of their helmet. Looks like they've got some smoke coming out. The players are going to run through it.
Squires take the field. Actually, this is called Veterans Memorial Stadium up here in Elizabethville, here at the home of Upper Dauphin. Gonna try to get there. I hope everybody can hear us, right? Okay, we just told we don't have video right now, so we'll try to do radio for you. We're trying to fix that.
No doubt, the local home team, they're out in force tonight, and they're excited. You can see them down below us.
Yeah, they're in well, we don't have video right now.
No, we don't, but we can see it.
They got a blow-up helmet here. They're coming out, and all kind of bells were ringing and everything else. Heck of a crowd here for Upper Dauphin tonight. And they had just taken the field. What are the keys to victory here?
Tony, keys to victory, you heard me say it a lot all year long. We've got to possess the ball. We got to hang on to it. We got to move the chains. We got to win the time of possession. We can't turn it over. Okay? No turnovers. Eliminate the penalties. Number 2. We must play disciplined defense. We have to gang tackle. It's extremely important. They're a big offensive threat. Number 12, Macklin Ayers, is a big kid, 6'3", 210. We got to get to him. We got to gang tackle him and get him before he gets going.
Trying to get the video fixed here. Hopefully the audio is getting out okay all over the air here. Coaches for Delone coming up and going in their booth. Upper Dauphin right below us, Delone on the far sideline. We got video now, we're told, so hopefully everything works out the rest of the game. We know there's a lot of people on board tonight trying to watch this back in the Hanover, McSherrystown area.
Tony, great night for a game. 32 degrees. The wind has subsided. The wind subsided. It's nice. Field looks like it's in excellent condition.
Yeah, and the wind not blowing here. The flags have gone pretty well limp. There's a little bit of chill in the air, and it is cold, but without that wind blowing, it's tolerable.
Tony, let's talk a little bit about the defense and who's going to be starting for Delone.
Starting Delone defense, Zach Fields at DN, Austin Staub at tackle, Nick Groft at tackle, Ryan Myers at the other end. The inside backers are Tate Nieder and Josh Fulton. Outside, we got Joe Hernandez and Mike O'Brien. In the secondary, we got Mason Clayball at safety, Gabe Lee and Dylan Zimmerman manning the corners. A lot of guys going both ways. Gabe Lee will do the punting tonight. Justin Emig will probably do the extra points, and Tony Espinoza will do the kickoffs.
Toughest test of the year, Tony.
Oh, very easily the toughest test, yeah.
No question about it.
Other than York Suburban. York Suburban's in a class of their own. They're a 4A team. And Macklin Ayers is one of the captains for Upper Dauphin, along with number 54, Hayden Bellis. The captains for Delone will probably be the same as they've been all year. We'll try to get them for you. It's probably going to be Mowry and Hernandez. See who else they send out there.
Tony Bellis, number 54, second on the team with tackles. He's got 61 from his defensive end position.
Yeah, just like we said here, a lot of the Upper Dauphin kids go both ways too. They're going to be on both sides of the ball too. So this is double A, and a lot of the kids play both ways.
Tony, can you talk a little bit about the pistol wing tee?
Yeah, the pistol wing tees, everybody that don't like the wing tee, well, there's two wing tees here tonight, and they got here. Delone runs pretty much the standard wing tee. What Upper Dauphin's going to do is run what's called a pistol set. They'll have the halfback, or Ramberger, about 2 yards behind the quarterback Ayers, who will be 3 yards behind the center. Now, they'll run the wing tee, they'll run the motion and all that, but out of this, they can actually run a midline option, which that's how Ayers picks up most of his yardage. It's still the same numbering system, 1 through 9 across, reading right from left, and they'll run the same plays. Number 2 is also a captain out there, I'm sorry, for Upper Dauphin, and that's Ramberger. And then for Delone, it's Mowry, Gabe Lee, Hernandez, and Austin Staub. They're going to meet here in the middle when the refs run around. I guess this is district play, district final, so they're going to be right on. We're not the only media doing this game. There's radio station here from up this way. Actually, Upper Dauphin is live streaming to people up here also. So we're going to try and get out here.
Tony, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Macklin Ayers and Jake Ramberger, they handle the ball. They run the ball. Ayers has rushed for 156 times and Jake Ramberger 118 times.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 280 snaps. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of snaps they're getting the ball. Let's see what happens here. Delone's going to receive the ball, and Coach Zortman didn't know what he wanted to do, but it looks like he won the toss and wants the ball.
Yep.
So we're going to get going here in a couple. I guess we're going to have the national anthem. I don't know how they're going to do that. A lot of TV stations here tonight. We got a lot better booth location than we had last week.
We do. We also have a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's noisy here.
At this time, we ask everyone to please rise and
we're going to have the national anthem. We will
pay
go
honor to America with the playing of our national anthem.
Actually, we got a nice crowd building here for Delone also. There's people in the end zones. Real good crowd for Upper Dauphin down below us. Upper Dauphin's in their orange shirts, white numerals, black pants. Delone in their away white, black numbers, gold pants, and black piping. And we're ready to go here. Delone's going to be going left to right in front of us here at Upper Dauphin Field here at Veterans Memorial Field here in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania.
Tony, something we haven't seen. We have a 25-second clock in each end zone, which is pretty nice.
And it's going to take the guesswork out of how much time you get the play in.
Right.
The ref's not going to be able to say, we gave him another one, because everybody's going to see it. And let's see who kicks off. Now, another thing you got to know about Upper Dauphin, they do not go for extra points usually. They go for 2 all the time. So they're going to kick off from the left hash, and let's see if we can get a number of the guy kicking off there for Upper Dauphin. Back deep, of course, is looks like Hernandez, and is that Tate Nieder? That's Tate Nieder on the other side. They like the onside kick. They like to do a lot of different things. Number 54 looks like Hayden Bellis, one of the captains, is going to kick off. They have tried onside kicks at the beginning of games and everything else. This time they kick it deep, and the ball is going to go out of bounds, so the Squires will take over, I think, the 35 in high school football. We'll have to wait and see. And Corey's not going to make them kick it again. They're going to take the ball up at the 35-yard line. Looked like they wanted no parts of Hernandez.
Kick sails out of bounds. Delone Catholic will start the drive. 1st and 10 at the 35.
And we'll keep an eye on
Actually, they're going to make him kick it over again. They're going to make him kick it over again.
Well, Coach Zortman knows what he has back there, and that's,
Yeah.
with two backs, Tate
But
Nieder and Hernandez.
remember now, they like onside kicks. They like trickery and all that kind of stuff.
Again, Bellis to kick.
They don't have a
Nieder and
kicking game
Hernandez to
per
return.
se. They don't like kicking extra points, and all the points they scored, though, they had to kick off a bunch of times. 5-yard penalty. They're going to kick off from the 35. A low liner this time, and that's going to go out of bounds again. Just not touched to the end there. That ball's out of bounds again. So let's see if Delone takes it at the 40 this time, because that's where it would be. Or if they're going to kick it again and make them kick it from the 30-yard line.
Well, it looked like a Squire was going to put his hand on it, pick
Yeah.
it up, and
Oh,
at the
yeah.
last minute he pulled that hand away.
So now they're going to have to kick it from the 30. No time has run off the clock yet because nobody's touched the ball.
And rarely have you ever seen this, Tony. When was the last time you saw this?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, they obviously have no kicking
Bellis
game.
kicking out from the 35. Nieder and Hernandez back.
So they're going to kick off from the 30. Delone should, if nothing happens here weird, get pretty good field position. Now, if they kick it out of bounds again, we get it at the 45. I'm thinking take it there. But they don't want to kick it to the deep men for the Delone. That's obvious. And they boot it down the middle of the field here. Hernandez gets it at the 30, 35, 40, 45, almost at midfield, about the 47. He's knocked down. So Delone will have good field position to start the game.
45. That's where Delone Catholic will start 1st and 10.
Tony, we'll see right away what kind of defensive set Upper Dauphin's in. They like to mix it up. 4-4, 3-5. They jump around a lot. Let's see what they do.
Well, it looks like a 3-5-3 right now with their linemen they have in there. They give in the middle right now.
From their own 47.
3 down linemen, 5 backers. They're manning up on the outside. Delone has double wing set. There's a give around this side. Tate Nieder is going to get maybe 2 yards before he's knocked down. Put him up to the 49, 2nd down and 8.
Stephen Heck.
They flow well to the ball. Mason Clayball in it wide out now. Gabe Lee in it wide out also. Double wide out for the Squires. Wing to the right. Double wing now. Give to Josh Fulton. Fulton's got to get 2 more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. And let's see who's in that tackle.
67.
Bellis and 67. That's Cal Kerstetter.
Gain that time by number 40. Josh Fulton brings up a 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Squires. Tough sledding in there. They move around a lot, them linebackers. Squires bringing up. Then again, double wide, double split, double wing. Pistol formation for the Squires. Back to throw goes Mowry. Throws it out in the flat. It's complete. Mason Clayball's down about the 32-yard line before he's tackled. 1st and 10 for the Squires.
Tony, looked like you had a wide receiver running free behind the secondary. Nobody was owning, but good decision to get the ball where he could and get that 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to mark it the whole way down about the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Squires at the 30.
But you can believe those Delone coaches saw that, and they're going to call that back down, and they may come back to that again.
They go back to the tight end set. There's a give to Hernandez. He's not going to get anywhere, maybe a yard off the left side. And that time they went back to a tight end.
Hernandez takes the handoff for no gain. Tackle by number 87.
Well, one of the keys,
Sam
Tony,
Irwin.
as we talked about, one of the keys is get yardage on first down. It's very, very important. 2nd and 10.
10-10 left here in the first quarter. Squires driving inside the 30-yard line. Same set as the last time. Mowry runs out here. He's going to run with the ball. A little bit of room. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mowry, on a 29-yard run.
Best run of the year for Kevin Mowry, Tony. No doubt about it. He was hit 3 or 4 times, kept his legs, kept his balance, and finds his way into the end zone. Great run.
Broke a tackle at about the 15-yard line and just kept going. Nice run by Kevin Mowry. Delone takes an early lead here, 6-0. Looked like an option, and Mowry just turned it up. It was a run all the way.
Good decision.
Nice call by the coaching staff. Justin Emming will try to make this extra point. Good snap. The ball's down. The kick is up. It looks good. It is good. 7-0 Squires early in the first quarter.
Makes the score Delone Catholic 7, Upper Dauphin 0. M&T Bank is proud to partner with PIAA District 3 as the title sponsor of tonight's District 3 championship event.
Can't start the game any better than that, Tony. Picking up 2 or 3 first downs and finding your way into the end zone with 9:53 left in the first quarter. Delone's up 7-0. It's a great start.
Yeah, they had good field position to start. Big key 3rd down and 6 pass though. Mason Clayball, and then Mowry took care of it the rest of the way.
Tony, we talked about one of the keys, Kevin Mowry, picking his times with the play action pass and making good decisions with the ball. Picking up a key first down and a great run, his best run of the year, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, it was a run all the way too. Tony Espinoza is going to kick off, and look who's deep. Ramberger and McLenair's back there. You don't see the quarterback back deep too much.
No, but they're their 2 big guns, and they want those 2 individuals touching the ball as many times as they can.
Espinoza having a little bit of trouble getting the ball centered on the tee out there. Now he has it. He's on the left hash also. And the ball falls off the tee again.
Well, somebody's going to have to come in and
And
hold it.
it's not like it's windy because it's falling off the tee, because there's hardly any wind out here. It looks like number 10,
Ryder
Noel's going to hold this ball.
Last week we saw him kick it into the end zone numerous times, Tony.
Yeah, and that's what they want tonight. Espinoza approaches the ball, and he hits it. It's a low line drive. It's going to take comes to one of the up men.
We got a whistle.
Was Delone off sides or what? I don't even see the flag.
There's no flag. I don't know that they were ready for play, and I think we might have been a little premature.
And yeah, there was no flag. I guess that's what it was. The whistle didn't blow or something. One of the upbacks caught that ball about the 15-yard line, but we're going to have the same kickoff again. Espinoza's going to, with Ryder Noel Holden, going to kick it again. Now here he comes again. This is a deeper kick. Going to go to Macklin about the 8-yard line. Well, that's Ramberger. He's going to be hit and dropped at about the 36-yard line. That was Ramberger.
Kick out across the 35-yard line, tackled by number 24, Tate Nieder.
So here comes this vaunted offense, and let's see what Delone's defense can do with it. They spot the ball just inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Well, very
very
important. Field, Staub, Grofton, Myers, Hernandez, Nieder, Fulton, and O'Brien. That front 8, Tony. They have to have a big game tonight defensively.
Yeah, we're going to man up on the outside. You can tell that. Back to McLenair. He's going to keep it around the end, and he has a little bit of room. This is what you don't want. He's going to be tackled up around the 44-yard line of Delone, but he just puts the ball in there and takes it around the corner. Nobody touched him.
Tony, we got to get off that block on the outside, and we have to contain him. He gets to the end, and it's going to be big trouble.
Yeah, and he sometimes, most of the time, he'll run it up the middle on that play. That time he took it around the left end, and he can fly.
He's not at all hesitant, Tony, where it looks like it may go off tackle. He'll break it to the outside on his own. He's a good athlete.
Give to Ramberger. He's knocked down after a gain of about 3. Make it 2nd and 7. And what Macklin Ayers is doing, he's reading that outside man. If he comes down, if the outside man has to keep making that tackle, Ayers is going to pull that ball.
We're going to need that linebacker to fill that hole.
Yeah, and as you can see, they run the wing tee with their backs pointed in, their wings pointed in. Number 22, Caitlin Matter out here. Ayers is going to keep it again. He's going to be hit and finally pulled down at about the 38. He's hit 2 guys there. Zimmerman got him.
Tackle made by number 57, Michael O'Brien.
And O'Brien
Tony,
in there.
you can see how strong he is. That's why we have to gang tackle tonight. That's a key for Delone.
Well, you can tell they're in 4-down territory. They're not punting the ball here.
Delone 38.
And we got a 3rd down and a long 4. Call coming in from the sideline. 8:15 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Delone on an early touchdown. Man in motion across. Ayers is going to keep it again. He's inside the 30, has a lot of room down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out about the 9-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 8, and he just kept it on a jet sweep fake.
He did, Tony. They went strong right side, and they got the corner very easily. Okay.
He's not giving that ball up. We're just going to have to come to the conclusion that he ain't giving the
It's
ball up.
inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Trojans.
Where are they marking that? I think they're going to mark it right about the 8-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and goal. 7:57 clock stopped as he was knocked out of bounds. Up to the line quickly goes Upper Dauphin. There's a give to Ramberger, and he's down inside to about the 2. Good run.
Handoff goes to Ramberger inside the 5-yard line, tripped up by number 24, Niederer.
I think they're going to mark it at the 3. Tate Nieder on that tackle.
2nd and goal for the Trojans.
Ramberger and Ayers, Tony. It's a strong 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and they're the only 2 that touched the ball so far. Up to the line of scrimmage, both wings pointed in. Takes the ball, he's going to try to keep it himself. Get around the end, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Ayers with a 3-yard run for the touchdown. Now they will go for 2 here. 7-6, and they do not kick extra point. They only kicked 6 all year, or tried 6 all year. Very tough to stop from 3 yards out, I would think.
Yeah.
And of course they're going to go for 2, so here they go. 7-6 Squires right now.
I mean, this is just part of their offensive game plan.
Yeah.
They don't kick extra points.
They don't need special 2-point plays. They
just run their offense.
This is what they run. Long time in the huddle. We do have a play clock on the field here tonight. Ayers gives it to Ramberger, and I think he's going to get in there for the 2-point conversion. He does. 8-7. 8-7.
With 7:18 remaining in the first quarter. Tickets are being sold by the
You can see how strong this offense is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We only held them to 2 times. We stopped them with that.
Thank you for your support.
You can see Delone's going to have to score and do something about keeping somebody on Ayers, because him and Ramberger are the only 2 that touch that ball way down there. They can fake it to the other guys all they want, but
Tony, sometimes they say your best defense is your offense. We really need to control the offensive flow of this game. Long sustained drives would be the thing.
Yeah, 7:18 left here in the first quarter. It's already 8-7. Again, the kickoff.
And he's quick to kick.
Kick it down. Ball's going to come to Hernandez at the 20. He picks it up, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 21 by number 7, Kristen Snyder. So Delone's going to have to maintain their composure here after being punched in the mouth like that, and come back and see if they can get a first down or 2 here. Not a lot of players come off that sideline when Upper Dauphin changes, just like Delone. A lot of guys going both ways out there. Here come the Squires up to the line of scrimmage. Ramberger this time is going out the defensive end. Give to Fulton up the middle. He's up to the 25.
Might have got 2, Tony. He hit a brick wall.
Yeah, give him 3 yards. He hit somebody up there. One of the linebackers come in. It might have been Ayers. Ayers was out to the right side that time. Give number 80 the tackle there, Indiana Miller. Give him 3, 2nd down, 7. Squires right up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. A little heavy to the left side. Oh, Tate Nieder loses his balance after he picks up 2. He had a lot more there if he could kept his balance.
He had something there, Tony. He just got tripped up a little bit.
Give him 2 yards, 3rd down, 5.
Yeah, a lot of open space on this sideline.
6:20, Delone sends in the plays with Gabe Lee. A little bit of a pistol set here for the Squires. There's a sweep to Hernandez. He's not going to get the 1st down. He's going to get up to the 30-yard line, about 2 yards short. Delone's going to have to punt it away.
Tackle number 12, Macklin Ayers.
There's Macklin Ayers again, Tony, on the tackle.
Yeah, he does everything.
Yep.
Actually, they mark him back to the 28, so only give him a gain of a yard on that. Delone's going to boot it away here. Back deep is Ramberger.
Gabe Lee out to punt number 2, Jake Ramberger to return.
Good snap. High punt. Ramberger back to about the 35-yard line where he dives after dangerous play there, but he called it. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Trojans of Upper Dauphin.
Well, let's see how this Delone defense responds after that first series. And let's see if they have an answer for this offense. Okay, look pretty easy going down the field.
Yeah, like I said, there's only 2 times they didn't get but 5 yards. So.
Yeah, and it's a 2-man show.
Yeah,
but
nobody else touched the ball. They faked it a lot of the other guys, but Ayers kept it for the, I think Ramberger carried 3 times. Right up to the line of scrimmage, same set. There's a give to Ramberger, big yardage there, 9 yards. Right up the gut.
9, tackled by Fulton and Nieder.
Give him 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Five minutes left here in the first quarter. Give the new backer. That was one of the
Came up goes number 15, Hunter Lentz.
Wolfpack's got the 1st down. Let's see if we can get the number of that kid that carried. Looked like Landon Mace, number 11, but I can't be positive.
1st down and 10 for the Trojans from their own 49-yard
One of the wingbacks.
line.
Be interesting to see, Tony, if we get more people up into that box and commit them a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that time Ayers kept the ball but didn't fool Ryan Maris. Ryan Maris grabbed him and threw him down in the backfield, and he gets up, he's limping a little. Forward progress was stopped after a loss of 3, 2nd down and 13.
Well, first big defensive play for Delone.
Put him in a little bit of a bind here. Myers wasn't fooled. He stayed right with Macklin Ayers and wrapped him up.
That's the position defense we need to play.
2nd down and 13.
Everybody has an assignment, and they can't get blocked. They have to make their assignment. 3:45 left here in the first quarter. 8-7 Upper Dauphin. Back up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw the ball down the field. It's incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he tried to hit one of his wingbacks out there.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Ramberger was deep too, but the pass wasn't intended for him.
The pass was not intended for Ramberger, but Ramberger had 3 steps on that defender.
Yeah, up the middle there,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Looks like number 3, Dalton Boyer, was the intended receiver. He was one of the wingbacks. So it brings up a 3rd down and 13.
It's a big defensive stand.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if they don't get it if they go for it, because they don't punt the ball that often either. 3rd down, 13. My guess is Ayers keeps the ball. Ayers is going to roll out and try to throw. He throws the ball down the field. The ball's intercepted or knocked away.
He's out of bounds.
Incomplete, intended for number 3, Boyer.
It's going to bring up a 4th down, and it looks like Upper Dauphin is going to punt.
13.
Was that, which on the other side of the field, so if it was intercepted, it was out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Well, big defensive stand.
Yeah, it was a big one. Ryan Myers made that happen by putting him in 2nd and
Number
13.
4, Tyler Cleveland out to punt for the Trojans. Nieder and Hernandez to return.
Good snap, and they are going to punt it. Punt it to the sideline. Fair catch by Delone. Made at the 30-yard line by Tate Nieder.
Down to the 30.
That was Tyler Cleveland punting the ball for Upper Dauphin, and Delone makes a defensive stop, takes over at the 30-yard line. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Like you said, big stop for the Squires.
You wonder if we go away from some tendencies, Tony, and we look to go play action on 1st down.
Single coverage of the wideout out here. Little counter step. Hernandez gets loose on the sideline. He's over the 40, up the midfield and knocked down there. I think it's Hernandez.
50-yard line, tackled by number 3, Dalton.
Hernandez on an inside counter gets 20 yards.
Tony, he broke the tackle at the line of scrimmage on the end, got to the outside, got great yard. Great field position right here.
Actually give him 19 on that carry to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Dylan Zimmerman in at wide out. Ryan Myers at tight end. They give to Hernandez again, and he drives for maybe 3 yards on a nice run into Upper Dauphin territory.
Strong run, Tony. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and picked up 3 yards going forward. 2nd and 7.
Coach Zortman has a little bit of a rhythm going here. He's not really taking a long time to do this plays. Ryan Myers over here to this side, to the right side. Wing to the left. Going to throw the ball. He has Myers deep. He's wide open, but it's too far. Threw it a little early. He had Myers deep and a waggle deep.
He did, Tony. The defender fell down, lost his footing. Myers comes open, wide open, and we overthrow him. We like to have that one back.
Well, we threw the ball a little early there. We had time to throw the ball, and he put it out there a little early, but Myers was open.
He had a little more time than what he thought, and that was picking your spot for that play action pass, going away from their tendency. They got what they wanted, they just didn't execute.
Yeah, they came back to the tight end side, too. Double wideouts this time. Gabe Lee and everybody in the backfield for Delone. Back to throw. He has Gabe Lee out there. Lee got the ball. Nice catch at the 20-yard line. It was just a fade pattern to Lee.
Tony, he was pretty well covered. He was pretty well covered. Just an athletic play on his part.
Yeah, Lee
he turned. He found the ball. He made a good catch.
It was sort of like they say in college football, back shoulder throw. It wasn't, but that's what it looked like. 2:12 left here. Delone's down to the 20-yard line, driving again. And you're right. Coach Ortman's breaking some tendencies here.
Yep.
I think he knows he can't leave anything on the table. Squires up to the line at the 20-yard line. Still double wide out, wing to the left. Cross comes Nieder. Give to Fulton. Fulton finds some room, gets maybe 4 before being knocked down. Good first down play.
Number 67, Kerstetter.
Chewing up some clock here, 1:37 left in the first quarter.
They are really committed to stopping that run, Tony, and that's why that play action pass is there.
Give him 3 on that, 2nd and 7. Another double wideout. Coach found something here with this double wideout. Gabe Lee and Zimmerman in the game. Counter Hernandez. He's not going anywhere this time. They smelt that one out.
Handoff to Hernandez.
No gain on that.
Tackle for no gain by number 67, Kyle Kerstetter.
I think we're in 4-down territory, though. Might be a little long for a field goal. Ryan Myers coming back into the game with the call. We're down to 50 seconds here left in the first quarter, 8-7. Squires in their third drive of the game. Actually, double tight end set, double wing set.
Trying to spread them out a little bit, Tony.
Back to throw. Has a man in the corner throwing for Hernandez. Oh, in his hands and out. Nice defensive play.
Great defensive play by Ramberger. Good throw.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
it
in and out of-
might have been a little long, but Hernandez had it.
Yeah.
Tried to pull it in. Nice defensive play. It was hit right when he had the ball. Going to bring up a 4th down from the 16-yard line with 37 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Tony, I like the call. I like the call.
Yeah, it brought everybody in and
Yep. Isolated him in the corner. Almost came up with a big catch.
Gabe Lee out to the left. Brian Myers back here to the right. Double wing. Pistol set for the Squires. Mowry back. He's under a little bit of pressure. He throws out to the flat. It's complete out there. First down. Knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Tate Nieder was in the receiving end. That was one of the nicest throws Mowry made all year.
No question, Tony. He set himself real well, found the man, and delivered a strike right to him in full stride where he could catch the ball and turn upfield for the first down.
Ball's at the 7-yard line, and what Delone wanted there was the first down, and they got it. Really nice play. We got something out here for the ref. I don't know what it is.
Tony, while they're sorting that out, let's talk about that play. Mowry did a real good job rolling out, setting himself up, found his receiver, and hit him in full stride. It was a beautiful throw.
Oh, they're putting more time on the clock or taking some off. I'm not sure. That's what he wants done. I think we have a kid coming up here to tell the people right below us how much time. 17.9 on there right now. It's going to change to something.
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Either that or the play clock. I'm not sure what they changed.
Yeah.
Okay, there we got it. 23.7. Somebody just screamed up here.
But Tony, I don't think I've ever seen that where a football player comes up the stands
Yeah,
and tells the
football
clock
player
operator.
left the field and come up and told the guy we need more time on the clock.
Okay.
First down and goal from the 7-yard
We got the ball on
line.
the 7-yard line, 23.7 seconds. Delone again goes with a wide out, tight end to this way. A sweep to the short side, gonna get us up. Let's see where they marked that. I think it's about the 5.
Handoff to Hernandez, picks up 2 yards, tackled by number 67.
I think probably
Burstead.
Coach Zortman's gonna let the clock run out here, and they're gonna mark the ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 5, and the Squires will go into the end of first quarter here, losing 8-7. Nice. I would think it's a success that quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Upper Dolphin 8, Delone Catholic 7.
Well, Upper Dauphin defensively has done their homework too. They watched a lot of film. They watched a lot of film, and you can see that they're sitting in that hole looking for that counter coming back. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, Delone broke it once, but they didn't get it that last
It'll be
time.
interesting to see how Coach Zortman counters with his offensive play calling.
I think Coach Zortman's called a heck of a game so far. Like you said, he had to break some tendencies. He told us before the game he was gonna, and he has. And Upper Dauphin made the explosive plays, but when they put him in 2nd and 13, why they went away from what they do well and tried to throw the ball, I don't know. But, give us a break to Delone, and Delone's going to try to keep this game as close as they can and maybe steal it at the end of the game. Delone's right up to the ball here. They're ready to go. Upper Dauphin just getting out there in the field. So we'll start the second quarter with Delone 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Squires in the huddle.
Second quarter will start. 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line.
Be interested to see what he calls here. If he goes to the air, if he tries to punch it in. See, they're set. They got a tight end to the right, split wing here to the left. Give to Fulton. He has a little bit of room, and he's going to walk in on an off-tackle play. Fulton from 5 yards out. Wow, makes it 13-8.
Tony, it looks like they were looking for the sweep or the wide side of the field. We hit the fullback off the tackle.
He came back to the tight end. Actually, it was a down.
Yeah.
The play was called a down, and we saw it from up here. Fulton walked into the end zone.
Right.
13-8, and Delone will kick the extra point. I think.
They should.
Well, there's something out there that don't suit the refs. Now they got everything sorted out. They're ready to go here. 11:53 left here in the second quarter, 13-8. Emig will try to make it 14-8. Snaps back, kick is up. And that's no good. That's wide to the left. So the scoreboard's going to read 13-8, Delone.
Plenty of leg, Tony. He just pushed it wide to the left, okay? 13-8. I do think Coach Zortman's going to have to break some tendencies to win this game tonight to pull it out. And they're going to have to pick their opportunities on first and second down for that play-action pass.
Here's a team that averages 56 points a game, scored over 65 times. You held them to 8 in the first quarter, so you're going to have to keep playing.
Yeah.
And how many times, I'll say it again, do you see your starting quarterback back there deep? It's the same two guys the whole time. It's Ramberger and
Tony Espinoza out to kick for Delone. Harrison Ramberger to return.
Espinoza kicked off here for the Squires from the left hash, as he has all year. Delone up 13-8 early here in the second quarter.
Well, Ramberger and Ayers are back there, Tony. They're the two big guns.
And they're about the 7-yard line where they're standing. Espinoza approaches the ball. It's a high one. It's going to be a short one, though. It's going to go to the quarterback. And he fumbles the ball at about the 20, picks it back up, and he's going to be dropped at about the 22.
Ayers tackled just short of the 25 by number 10, Ryder Noel.
Ryder Noel, they're going to give the tackle to out there. He was in on that.
Anthony Fernandez, too, was downfield there, too, Tony.
So they're backed up at the 24-yard line. Let's see if Delone can keep them there.
Tony, even if Upper Dauphin scores, it's important for
Dauphin
Delone to make them use up a lot of time going down the field. We can't let them score quick in their drives.
Give the number 3 and a little bit of a wing T sweep play. He's going to get like 8 yards, so that breaks a tendency for them. Dalton Boyer is the first one to carry the ball. That's not named Ramberger or Ayers, and he's going to give him the first down. He got 10 up to the 34.
First down for the Trojans.
And Cleveland don't even go in the huddle. He just...
Ryan Ayers got a hand on him, Tony, at the line of scrimmage, but just couldn't get him down.
Yeah, Ryan Myers had him. Cleveland goes out to the left this time. Pistol set with number 2, Jake Ramberger, not as a backfield this time. He was out. They're going to give it to Ramsberger on a counter. We noticed they put him on the wing that time and brought him back in a counter. Give him about 4 yards, make it 2nd and 6. And that time they moved where they had Ramsberger.
Tony, number 11 is in there for Delone. Wyatt Slusher.
Okay, playing
left defensive end.
Okay.
We haven't seen him yet this year, have
well,
we?
yeah, 1 or 2 times. But
okay.
He's in there for Zach Fields, it looks like.
Yep. I think Delone's offsides.
Somebody jumped down. They're going to call it against.
Flag on the play.
They're going to call it against Upper Dauphin. It looks like.
Yeah, false start against the Trojans.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 11. Actually, I think it was Cleveland, the wideout, that jumped there.
2nd down and 11.
Ramsberger, look at this. They're putting Ramsberger out here at wideout. They broke their tendencies a little bit here. Going to give the ball to the up back. Still has the ball. The quarterback, he throws it. Nobody out here.
Nobody out there.
There's nobody here, and there goes the flag. We're going to have intentional grounding on Macklin Ayers, and he was being chased by Austin Staub. And looked like Nick Groff was in there too.
Tony, it looked like he was looking for Ramberger.
Yeah, and
down the sideline, he was well covered, and we got good penetration in the backfield.
And nobody came back. Nobody came back underneath. That was, that's a big loss because that's a penalty and a loss of down back to the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 23 yards to go for Upper Dauphin. Really important to keep an eye on Macklin Ayers now.
Tony, this play here starts with containment, good position, keeping the play inside, and then bring the pursuit.
Double reverse. Big room. Not going to get the first down, but a nice play. The ball went back to Ramberger. Number 3 carried that ball. Dalton Boyer on a double reverse inside. It's called the crisscross inside. It's going to bring up a 4th down. They're still going to have to boot it away.
We saw that on films, Tony. We saw him break some big runs off that play. But Delone got
Called
what
the
they
counter crisscross is what it was, and they ran it well.
But Delone got what they wanted. They needed to stop, and I think they're going to punt here. Who do we have back here?
Nieder Hernandez to return.
Number 4, Cleveland doing the punting.
Hernandez and Nieder are back here.
Snap's good. Delone might have been offsides. Going to call for a fair catch, and Nieder makes the fair catch, but we got a flag back here.
Punt fair caught at the 38-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Flag in the play. Let's see what it is. Illegal procedure against. I think coach will take the ball right where it is. I think that's what he's going to do. And yeah, here comes the offense on the field. It looks like. If they decline this penalty, Delone's going to get the ball at the 38-yard line.
We'll take the ball right there, I think, Tony.
Yeah, it was. The sticks are moving, so Delone's going to take the ball at the 38 with 9:39 left here in the second quarter. Delone up 13-8. Another good defensive series helped by a
First down
penalty.
and 10 for Delone.
Well, we got good penetration on the quarterback, okay? And instead of throwing it away, he got called for illegal grounding.
Yeah, and Coach Davey Staub, the defensive coordinator, went to a little bit of a prevent there and gave up a 14-yard play, but they needed 24. So
Right.
Squires take over at the 38-yard line. First and 10. Let's see. They have Mason Clayball out here to the left side, tight wing to the right. Fullback alone in the backfield. Nieder does it give to Fulton. He's not going anywhere this time. He's met it right at the line of scrimmage. See who got him. It looked like number 67 out there.
Hand off to Fulton for no gain.
Cal
Second down
Kerstetter.
and 10 for the Squires.
One of the keys in this wing T offense, Tony, is we got to get yardage on first down.
Yeah. Second down, 10. 2 men moving for Delone. I thought they stopped the play, but apparently they didn't.
Well, that play got blown up right at the beginning with 2 men in motion, and we were in no man's land.
Well, they stopped the play,
thought
and they're
they-
probably going to decline it because Delone didn't get any yardage.
Illegal shift against Delone Catholic.
And holding against Delone also. You know, I don't know. That should have stopped the play, but it didn't stop the play. So there's a hold against Delone also. Now the team might take that.
They're discussing it with the Upper Dauphin coach.
Yeah, let's see what he does here. 2 penalties against Delone. It's going to be, if they let it there, it's going to be 3rd down. So we're not getting a single from the ref. What happened here? We saw illegal shift and a hold.
Looks like they're going to take the penalty, Tony, which would make it 2nd down, correct?
Well, if they let the ball right there, yeah, they're going to take the penalty. They're going to take the hold.
Okay.
That's declined. The hold is going to be 10 yards. So Delone's going to be in the hole here at the 21-yard line. They need to the 48 for a first down. So it's 2nd down and 27. Clay ball covered by Cade Matter out there all alone. Back to throw. A little bit of a swing pass. Delone's going to get maybe 7 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd and a mile.
Good call, Tony. Get some yardage back. Get some positive gain. Get some yardage back.
8:40 left here in the second quarter. Delone up 13-8.
It's a good safe pass. You don't want
Yeah,
to
Mason Clayball ran a slant. We tried to get somebody behind him.
and you don't want to throw the ball up for grabs here. You don't want to do that.
20 for the Squires.
Gabe Lee coming out. He's being guarded by number.
Now, if you want to take a shot here with Gabe, that might be a play.
Back throw. They got a little bit of a screen pass from. A little bit of room here if he can break a tackle. Hernandez gets it out to the 35, but it's going to be way short. Screen pass picks up 7 more.
Nice job by Mallory, Tony. Very composed with that rush coming in his face.
4th and 13, so penalty hurts Delone on that play.
If we could have got Hernandez over here to the sideline, he had a lot of room.
Lee the punt. Number 2, Jake Ramberger.
Gabe Lee to punt. Good snap. Nice punt.
Find the ball.
Ball's going to be marked at about the 43-yard line, I
Lee's
think.
punt marked out of bounds at the Trojan 42. That's where they'll start 1st and 10.
So the Trojans are going to take over there with 7:40 left in the second quarter. They're down 13-8.
Tony, we talked about those penalties, and that killed that one possession right there.
Yeah. Well, I still think that illegal shift should have been blown dead, but it wasn't. The flags went right. All the Delone kids stopped. Hard to coach at. Cleveland over to the left side here for the Trojans. They're up to the line of scrimmage. Macklin fakes it, keeps the ball, and he's going to be hit, but he drives forward for 4 yards. Nice run by Macklin there.
Tackle by number 11, Wyatt Schlusser.
Number 11 for the Squires, Wyatt Schussler makes a tackle.
Tony, Wyatt did a real nice job there. His first responsibility was keep him contained, which he did, make the tackle, but you can see how strong Ayers is. He picked up 3 yards on his own after first contact.
Yeah, it was a nice run by Ayers that time. Coach calling the plays in. We'll be under 7 minutes in the half here before Upper Dauphin gets his ball off. They're all tight here. Thought they had a guy move early there. Macklin Ayers keeps it again. He's not going to have the first down. He's going to be about a yard short.
Ayers on the keeper.
He followed the fullback into the line of scrimmage that time on a key play, bring up 3rd and a yard.
Well, that's one of their bread and butter plays there, Tony. There's no question about it.
They mark it back inside. Well, let's call it a long yard here, 3rd and a long yard. 6:36 left in the first half. Ramberger looks like a fumble in there. Delone's jumping up and down. We haven't had anything from the ref yet.
Refs are talking it over, Tony. We'll see if it was blown dead or if
Refs
it's
are talking it
ball.
over, and let's see what's happened. It's either going to be a first down for them or and they're going to give say the guy was down, I guess.
First down and 10 for the Trojans.
1st and 10 for Upper Dauphin. The ball was on the ground. They must have recovered it. We're too far away to even know. Clock running 6:15. The Squires thought they had that fumble.
They get to the line of scrimmage quick. Watch the reverse coming back.
Delone has man out here. Number 3's hit and dropped. That was a reverse to Dalton Boyer. Boyer gets maybe a yard.
Gabe Lee had that read well. He was the contained man. He spotted it, had good position and made a good tackle. Held him basically for no gain. Going back to that basic discipline defense of being where you're supposed to be.
Well, against the wing T, you got to stay home.
Yep.
And Upper Dauphin's running a little more wing T than I thought they would tonight. Number 6, Zachary Smeltz comes in the game for Upper Dauphin as their wideout as Cleveland comes out. Give the ball up the middle, down the middle, throw. Nobody covered Ramsburg. We saw that. He's hit and dropped at the 20-yard line, and we saw that play before.
Yeah.
He leads into the line of scrimmage, and he was open the last time. This time they got him the ball.
Yeah, they had that play earlier in the game, Tony. He didn't see him. They got him on the seam route down the middle. He was wide open.
And he acts as a lead blocker on that play, and he was cleared coming in the first quarter. This time, Macklin Ayers hit him down to the 21-yard line.
To the 22-yard line.
5 minutes left in the half. You give the Ramsburger back on a sweep, and he's going to get down to about the 16-yard line, where it's going to be give him 6 yards there, 2nd and 4. Nice call by the Upper Dauphin coaches there, coming back to that.
Real good call. It's a tough play to defend, Tony. You're trying to take away so many weapons.
2nd down and 4
You
for
get
the
the back, you
Trojans.
fake to him through the line. He's down the middle and trying to have somebody covering. It's a difficult assignment.
Right up to the line of scrimmage, here come the Trojans. They got that same set they had in the pass play. This time Ayers is going to keep it. Nobody's there.
He's got the corner.
He got the corner. He hustles into the end zone. And let's see, they knock him out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, I believe. Same set, and he just kept it that time, and the defensive end was not there.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Trojans.
Tony, in that pistol formation on that play, he's reading the defensive end.
Yeah, he's reading the end, and the end come down,
Yeah.
and he just took it around the corner. Mark it about the 2-yard line. Very tough to keep Upper Dauphin out from here.
Well, no surprise there, Tony.
Yeah, Ayers just takes it in. He walks into the end zone. That makes it 14-13. They'll go for 2. Remember, Upper Dauphin gets the ball coming out. Would be huge to stop them here on a 2-point conversion, but it's awful tough to stop this team from 3 yards when they have their mind to run it.
Trojans out for the 2-point conversion.
Ramsberger, I don't think he got in.
Well, he's awful strong. He got down to the awful
And
close to
the
the
ref
hill.
says no, he did not get in.
But Tony, it took the interior of that defense to stop him. Okay, and that's part of that game tackling we talked about. It's going to be necessary to slow this offense down.
So a fumble that goes Upper Dauphin's way gives them the ball back, and they come down and score a touchdown to make it 14-13 with 4:07 left here before half.
Well, Tony, let's see if we can get some good field position off this kickoff. That's where we start.
Well,
Try
there's
to
plenty
get-
of time left, 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
Cared for by Davia Erdman, your certified athletic trainer employed by
I think we have all our time, at least 2 timeouts left.
all your physical therapy needs.
Make sure they kick the ball. They onside kicked maybe 12 or 13 times this year, we were told.
Well, this is a team that averaged 52 points per game. Okay, we know they're going to score points. We got to score
54,
points
Aiden
too.
Bellis out to kick.
Back deep are Hernandez and Nieder. Kicks on the ground. It's going to come up to Hernandez at about the 25. He's at the 30. Breaks it to the 35, 36, and goes down there. Where Delone will take over at the 36-yard line with 4:01 left in the second quarter.
35, Bellis with the tackle.
Important to get a couple first downs here.
First down and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Important to get a couple first downs here and move the chains a couple times, if nothing else, so we don't give the ball right back to Upper Dauphin.
We've been a step away from breaking one here, and we just can't. They have 10 guys in the box. Here comes an inside counter to Tate Nieder. He makes a nice move, but he's going to be drugged down there. Looked like let's get the number of that guy.
Tackle by number 15, Hunter Lentz.
65 maybe? 15?
Lentz.
Hunter Lentz.
Tony,
Nice tackle.
Hunter Lentz
and he was the last guy.
He was the last guy. He made a really good tackle on that end, or he'd still be running.
Tried to sally off that side. 3 minutes and
Tony was one man away from breaking a big one.
Mowry puts him where he wants to be. There's the option. Mowry keeps. Again, he gets pretty decent yards, 4 or 5 yards up to the 39. Giving 3 yards, bring up a 3rd and 7. Delone don't want to give the ball back here.
This is a big play, Tony. It's 3rd and 7. We don't want to give the ball back to them.
In fact, I'm a little surprised that Upper Dauphin's not calling a timeout here.
Yeah, we're going under 3 minutes. This would be a big first down for Delone, if nothing else, to get out of here 14-13.
Yeah.
Let's see what Coach Zortman dialed up here.
Mowry steps under, guts a completion, but it's not going to be a first down. Nice play by Mowry, eluding the rush. He got about a 6-yard pickup, but it's still going to be about 4th and 3.
4th and 4.
Fourth down and 3 for Delone.
And Upper Dauphin's not even going to get close to the ball to get a 5-yard penalty called against them.
Yeah, Jake Ramberger's back there, and you can see
Nice punt. Going to go over Ramberg head.
they're not going to even catch it, Tony.
Rolled to about the 15-yard line where it's going to die and be covered by the Squires right there. 2:01 left here in the second quarter. See if Delone can stop Upper Dauphin. you got to give them guys a lot of credit on that last call when they hit Ramberger over the middle on the lead pass. Let's see what Coach Davey Stahl calls up defensively here. Still have Wyatt Schuschler in the game. Everybody else seems Groft and Alston in the middle there. Schuschler and Marriage at the end. Everybody's the same except that. There's a handoff up the middle.
First down handoff goes to Ramberger.
Ramberger gets maybe 3.
Ryan Myers on the tackle, Tony.
Second down and
Picks up 3
7.
yards. It'll make it second and
Coming
7.
down from his defensive end position, made a really good defensive play.
Gage Dybert's now the wideout. He's out there to the left side. Clock running, 1:35.
He's got the corner.
Nice play by the Squires. They knock him down.
Ayers on the keeper,
Macklin
picks
Ayers
up
as he
3
tried to
more.
get around the side. Going to bring down up a third down and maybe 4. And does Coach Zortman dare call a timeout here?
I don't think so, Tony.
Third down and 3 for the Trojans.
1:10 left here in the second quarter, I'm sorry.
Tony, Mike O'Brien did a real nice job on that play. He kept his containment, got his arms around the quarterback, and the rest of the defense came to help.
Give to Ramberger. He's going to have the first down out to about the 30-yard line. Straight ahead run.
Now they call their times out, Tony. They wanted to see if they could get a first. They called their first timeout.
Ramberger picks up the Trojan first down.
57 seconds left and timeout. Upper
Upper
Dolphin.
Dolphin calls their first timeout.
Tony, we talked a lot about Ayers, and he's quite a football player, but Ramberger's quick to the line of scrimmage, isn't he, with those dive plays?
Yeah, well, that's his first move right up the middle. And even when he goes to the wing, he either runs the ball on the counter or he goes out for a pass. He's a lead blocker on that. And he's been playing a heck of it. Still, if you count the number of touches, 90% of the touches are Ramberger and Macklin Ayers.
Yep.
Even the throw that was completed was to Ramberger.
Okay, Tony, 57 seconds here. What's Upper Dolphin going to do? Are they going to try to grind it? I don't know. I think they're going to put the ball in Ayers' hands, okay, Macklin Ayers, and get him to the corner to see if he can break a run, or they're going to try to throw it deep. I think one of those 2 plays.
Yeah, well, with 57 seconds left, I'm sure you don't really want to respect play action. Don't fall for that and let a guy down the middle again open.
Right.
So Ayers is such a magician with the ball. You got to know where he is at all the
First down
time.
and 10 for the Trojans from their own 30-yard line.
Squires are ready to roll. Their Upper Dolphins getting their play out here in the sideline. Number 4 back in the game, Cleveland at wide out for the Trojans. Ayers takes a high snap. He rolls out. He has a man in the flat open. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Still on his feet. Ball's on the ground. And the Squires have it.
That's a big break for Delone,
Big
Tony.
play. Big play. Knocked away by I think Gabe Lee might have knocked it away.
I think he might have got his arm in there and knocked it away. He had a big play.
Number 87, Sam Kerwin, caught that ball, made a nice move to break down the field, but then lost the ball, and the Squires pick it up at about the 32-yard line. Big break for the Squires.
After the fumble, Delone Catholic takes over first and 10 on their own 32.
44 seconds left here. Gabe Lee, Joe Hernandez in the slot. Back to throw. Throws to Gabe Lee. Got it across the middle. Makes a move. Can they catch him? He's at the 50 to 41-yard line on a slant play.
And they call the timeout. Tony, Gabe Lee coming across from his wideout, hit perfectly. Okay, great pass, hits him in full stride, and a saving tackle made by Upper Dolphin, or he'd be in the end zone.
At the 42-yard line, and what they tried to do there, what they're setting up, is Gabe Lee coming across the middle and trying to get Hernandez on a wheel route up the sideline. Gabe Lee was wide open. He broke open, and Mowry put it right where he had to. Corey calls a timeout, and he's in talking to 42-yard line now. Maybe they can work down there for a field goal. There's 35 seconds left here in the half, before half.
Trojan Football Booster
Big
Club
turnaround
would
here.
like to thank their 2019
Big turnaround here as Upper Dauphin was knocking on the door and they fumbled the ball.
Well, what turns football games around quicker than anything are big plays on the special teams and fumbles. They turn the games around, they turn the momentum around. Let's see if Delone can capitalize on this turnover right here. Okay, what I'm going to look for Delone to do is maybe roll out and pass for an option and see if they have
Well,
anything.
as you see now, Upper Dolphins have their safeties back a little deeper this time.
Right.
They're not going to be called up here at the line of scrimmage. They've been playing 8, 9 men in the box. This time they're giving a little bit. I look for maybe a run up the middle here. Delone on the wide out. Back to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure. He has a man out there deep. Throwing it down. Oh, it's incomplete. And he tried to get Hernandez on the wheel route. Clayball on the slant corner.
Tony, pretty well thrown ball.
That was a well thrown ball. It just drifted a little bit to the.
It did, but either Delone was going to catch it, the lone player was going to catch it, or no one else was
Right,
going to
nobody else was going to get it. It drifted out to the sideline a little bit.
It did. Now we have 2nd and 10.
28 seconds left. I thought that deep as they were, Delone might try a run with a number of timeouts left.
You might see that quick hitter up the middle here on 2nd down, Tony, to Josh Fulton.
Mowry out to throw again. He's looking deep. He has a man out there again. Jumped up. It looks like, did he have it? Yes, he has it down at about the 9-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
Tony, Gabe Lee going up in the air, catching the ball at the
yeah.
highest point, bringing it down. A real athletic play,
Nice
athletic
throw.
catch.
And they're going to mark the ball outside the 10 at about the 11.
2 seconds remaining in the
Coach
half.
Zortman's not thinking 3 right now, Tony. He's thinking 7.
And he called a timeout. I think they have one left. I'm not positive. I can't. Yeah, they got one left.
Tony, Gabe Lee going up in the air.
That was a
highest point.
nice play. Gabe Lee made that, and that.
Pretty well covered.
Yeah, he was what you can't take. And actually, they
Good
can get
coverage.
a first down. It looks like and get a first down right in the goal line.
They can with 19 seconds though. Okay, I'm going to look for something in the end zone here.
Yeah,
One timeout.
I think they got a timeout left. That's what the scoreboard says anyway. But who knows after last
So they
week?
can run the ball. They have one timeout left. One of the keys to this whole offensive series is the offensive line
First down
protection
and 10
that
get-
Delone's
from the
getting.
11-yard line.
They're looking for the waggle throwback. Mowry makes a move. Another move. He's going to try to run the ball. He makes it out of bounds at about the 10. 8.8 seconds left, so there's still time for another play or two. And Mowry's coming up limping a little bit on that one.
Tony, that was the right decision. He didn't want to throw that ball
No,
up for grabs.
No gain on the play.
And
remaining
Delone, I think, is going to go for the
10.
field goal right now.
Justin Amick out to kick for Delone Catholic.
Delone's going to try to kick a field goal here.
They're running a man on here.
And Delone's going to have to use their last timeout.
Yeah.
There was a little mix-up on who should be on
Delone
the
Catholic
field, who
takes their
should.
third timeout.
So with 8.8 seconds, Delone losing 14-13. Delone was going to try a 28-yard field goal. We'll have to see what happens if that's still the plan.
Tony, this field goal will be
About 28 yards.
28 yards.
Yeah. 28, 29 yards. Well within Emmy's range, but we both thought maybe they could run another play before they tried a field
Well,
goal. But
8.8 seconds. It's got to be something really quick.
yeah, it would have to be the same kind of play.
I
so.
think this is the right decision.
And now they had to shoot their time out there because we lined up wrong. So let's see what happens. Emmy's going to try it, and let's see where they want. I think it is going to be like a 27-yard field goal.
Aiming out for the 27-yard attempt.
And now let's see what happens. Now Upper Dolphin's going to use their final
Upper
timeout.
Dolphin takes a timeout.
Upper Dolphin gets the second half kickoff. And an oddity here tonight, there's no bands here. Upper Dolphin's band's in some kind of competition in Florida, and Delone has an early band competition tomorrow.
Delone has band competition tomorrow. We wish those kids all the luck in the world.
And we'd like to congratulate the girls volleyball team on the second place finish in the districts. Great year for them girls.
Another great year by the volleyball program for the girls. Excellent job. Tony, we've seen Emmy kick. He certainly has the leg to hit it there.
Yeah.
For the 27-yard
No
try.
wind to speak of, and he'll try a 27-yard field goal.
On the left hash mark.
And I guess Upper Dauphin had one more timeout left because they used it, and they're going to try to ice the kicker. Also, let me thank again Genova's To Go, locations in Hanover and Northern Maryland. Bill and Josie Knobloch, the parents of Elise, a 2017 graduate. AJ, a 2019 graduate. Melina Marciano, a 14 graduate, as a niece. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you guys for paying the rights fee tonight. And we'll talk, if Delone wins, we'll talk about the next game we're going to do. Once again, we're going to try a 27-yard field goal. I don't think anybody has any timeouts left. Good snap. Kick is up. It might be wide. It is wide. It's wide to the left. It didn't get over just wide to the left. Going to be 3.5 seconds left here. And Upper Dauphin's going to take over on the 20-yard line.
Well, he had plenty of leg, that's for sure.
A lot of leg, but it didn't get over. It stayed left.
Well, come up empty on that series.
Well, so did they, though. I mean, it's
yeah.
14-13. Let's see if they just take a knee and get out of here. That's not their style, though. And, you know, it might have been because Mallory got a little ginked up on that play where they... And McNair's is going to take a knee, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Really good first half.
Good first half, exciting first half, 14-13.
Delone's still in this, 14-13 at half. We're going to take a little, George and I will take a little break, turn it over to Bill Smith here, and he'll tell you what's going on at Delone Catholic and some of the other things here, and we'll be right back to recap the first half here in a couple minutes.
Hello everybody, this is Bill Smith, physics teacher over at Delone, working with Tony and George. At school this week we really had the end of the volleyball season. It was a tough one because we have like about 3 of the best teams in the state right in our district, and only one of them can make it to state. So we had some. So I want to. So actually, they had a tough end. We got to second place, silver medal in districts. Didn't get a chance to move on to the state playoffs, but they're a perennial power, and we're just going to reload and come back next year. Next week at school we have the Middle States certification away team coming to see us. Every 7 years we have the Middle States organization coming in to just check and see, make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be, and to help us actually make our own goals to make improvements and better serve our kids, better get them to where they want to be in their life, and that's a really big deal. It's the type of thing that builds up our nerves a bit, but at the end, it's a good experience, and it's good for everybody. We also have the play for the fall coming up. It's I can never remember the actual name. It's Shutterscope or something with it's. A mishmash or a mashup of Edgar Allan Poe stories, and as a big fan of the Caskell Amontillado, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. As we go through Thanksgiving, we'll be getting ready to start the winter sports, whether they be wrestling, girls basketball, boys basketball. We're going to do our best to bring you as many of them as we can. I'm imagining a schedule much like we did last year, picking a majority, but not all of the games to cover, and we'll be able to get you the best we can, a good experience no matter what. So that we're going to make sure that we get the competitive games. We want to get the games that are with our rivals, and to get the experiences that are going to be the best bang for our buck. I also, especially right now, want to thank everybody who's watching. We have a pretty impressive number here. We've been getting, I know that at school, everybody I talk to at school, all the different secretaries are being asked if we were going to be able to get up and broadcast tonight. Made me feel a little bit of pressure during the day and during the evening, but I'm glad we're up and going. I'm glad to be able to do this after making that. And I want to also, we have a very good showing over in the bleachers there. We have a lot of people on the bleachers and in the end zones. This is I like saying, we travel well, and I think we do have a pretty I can actually hear on some of the plays, you can hear our fans from across the field in a pretty big way. So it's great to have everybody who's here. It's great to have everybody who's watching at home or watching at the K or the Moose or wherever they may be.
Great interaction.
And I've got Danny over on the. She's doing the chat for the YouTube chat. So anybody who's talking to DCBN, they're actually talking to my lovely wife. And just through the year, through the season, we started off with some bumps. The hardwire internet at the press box had some issues. We got really, once we figured out that we wanted to do a kind of a portable setup, we got a really good cell plan and device from the Verizon store at the Hanover Mall, mostly with James Ortiz, actually Devin Boyd's uncle, and with his help, we've been able to get the soccer senior nights, the volleyball senior night, field hockey senior night, all the home football games, Hanover. It was great to be able to take our device to Hanover, take our device to Steel High. Yeah, thanks. I was just there last week, and that's the one I can't remember. And then up here tonight at Upper Dauphin. Upper Dauphin actually does have a great setup for their broadcasting. I'm going to be, at the very least, exchanging emails with their faculty advisor and get some of the things that they've gotten to work. It's
And if anybody out there has some suggestions or wants to jump up here and help us or give us some pointers, come on up when we're at home. We'd love to talk with you.
Yeah, anything we can do to make this a better, more robust experience. One thing, it seems that, especially when we're on the road and setting things up and tearing them down, even if you do your best to set everything up the same way every time, there always seems to be a different type of gremlin in there. If Dan Colgan's watching, he knows that better than anybody. When I came and started with just trying to see what he was doing, the stress he would go through, he had everything. It worked. It was just a matter of sometimes it didn't want to, and you had to figure out, plugging and unplugging, plugging and unplugging it, trying to get it to go. And that's actually what happened with our camera tonight. We had everything up. We're just in the holding pattern, waiting to start. We flipped over to the camera, and there was nothing. But a little, yeah. After 3 tests, we were going, and it came back. Now, the Upper Dauphin folks downstairs, they have a 3-camera set. They have a whole bunch of things going. I'm going to do my best to learn as much as I can about that. And but I want to thank the people who helped us get on. The donor from last week, the Knoblochs from Genova's to go this week, and we're looking into, if things go well, we're looking into in 2 weeks doing some audio. I think it's audio only for the state playoffs, but I'm saying this in front of everybody, so my wife can't hit me too hard. That I'm looking into being able to do that. I know there are a lot of things that could happen, but the ability to bring the down distance and scores with commentary over top without the video is something that we're looking into for the state playoffs. Well, I'm getting the "we're all in" comment from Danny, so I think we're committed to that if we can. I'm going to turn it back over to Tony and George, and go Squires for the second half.
Thanks, Bill. And we did have some stats here from the first half, just for the Squires. 129 yards passing, 79 yards in the ground. You guys do the math. Over 200 yards total offense. You know, George, this team was 0-3. You know, 8 weeks ago they were 0-3. Here they are losing by 1 point in the M&T Bank AA District 3 championship game. Amazing job by the coaches. You got to give them that. Keep them in this. Upper Dauphin is an excellent team. They have shot themselves in the foot with that fumble at the 32-yard line. Delone almost took advantage of it. It came down to the missed field goal. Delone's down 1 point in this game to an 11-0 team.
You're right, Tony. Great job by the kids staying with it. Great job by the coaching staff bringing these kids along through league play. You could see every week they were getting better and better. No doubt this is the best team they've probably played this year, I think.
Well, from what we hear, we're the best team Upper Dauphin played too, with all the people in the booth around us.
We've been treated to a great first half of football. You can see the power, okay, of Upper Dauphin through their quarterback, okay. Big and strong. We said before, he's 6'3", 210. Macklin Ayers, he makes it go. I mean, and then you have the halfback who's so tough to stop also, Jake Ramberger. It's a strong 1-2 punch, there's no question about it. But Delone down 14-13, we missed an extra point. We missed a field goal down there, okay. You're right, they shot themselves in the foot, and we killed one of our drives out here with a big penalty also.
Yeah, and so did they. I mean, it's pretty even game. I think I didn't get the stats for Upper Dauphin. Thank you to the Upper Dauphin man for giving me the Delone stats. Very nice. You know, we've been treated very well up here at Upper Dauphin too. Nice booth space. It's a cold night. We're not cold here in the booth.
Great facilities, great people we've meeting here. Okay, wonderful reception we've had. Let's do the math here, Tony. 14-13 coming out. Delone's kicking off the Upper Dauphin. Very important to get a stop.
Yeah, the reason it's important, if they score, it becomes 20-13, and they're going for 2. We saw they're not kicking the extra point. They have no kicking game. They can't even kick off. So if they get 8 points, it's 22-13. It becomes a 2-score game. So it's very important that we hold them out of the end zone, or at the very least stop their 2-point play if they score. They're not kicking a field goal. They're not going to do that.
Well, the two things I think that have hurt Delone is Ayers getting to the corner and getting some long runs. In that locker room right now, that the defensive coaching staff's got to be talking about that seam route down the middle. They got to cover that back out of the backfield.
Well, the seam route, you know, they're running that off play action, and when they do that, they put Ramberger at wing and bring him back in the backfield. And he leads number 3, Dalton. What's his name now? Dalton Boyer into the line of scrimmage. They fake it to Boyer because he's only had 1 carry tonight. Ramberger don't block. He just keeps running down the middle of the field. You called it early in the game. They had him wide open in the first quarter, and they didn't try to throw him the ball. The second time they did it in the second quarter, I'm sure he was told, throw Ramberger the ball, and he was wide open.
I've got to believe we're going to see that here in the second half. They're going to come back to it at the right time. Delone's got to make some adjustments to make sure they cover up on that.
Well, what they got to do is if Ramberger's at any place other than the back behind the quarterback, watch him, because he's either going to get the counter like he did, the counter crisscross, or he's going to go out for a pass. you got to find, just like last week when we had to find Flowers from Steel High, you got to find Ramberger. You know where Ayers is. He's tricky enough where he is.
Right.
He's there. You got to find Ramberger and watch what he's going to do.
Those are the defensive keys that you've got to read. Tony, let's talk about what we've seen tonight by Gabe Lee. 2 fantastic catches he's made. I'm going to look for Delone to maybe get him isolated one-on-one in the second half. I would throw him the ball whether he's covered or not.
Well, we got 129 yards throwing. We don't have that, and that's not, Delone usually has more yards running. 79 yards run is nothing to sneeze at, but 129 yards in the air.
Yeah. Well, Coach Sortman's broken some tendencies, which
he has.
He's going to have to break some tendencies to win this game.
And both of us think Gabe Lee and even Mason
One more
Claiborne
time, the winner was a
have
blue ticket, 953.
an advantage. I'd hate to say an advantage over the cornerbacks for Upper Dauphin if they can give Mallory the time to throw the ball.
Well, one of the keys, Tony, as we talked about, is that we're getting good offensive line protection. Mallory's getting the time to throw the ball. I'd throw the ball up to Gabe Lee. I think he's athletic enough. He can catch the ball at the highest point. He's making some great catches.
You're going to have to. If they keep putting 8 men in the box,
we're going to have to throw it.
You have to do something.
Right.
And they had Ryan Myers open on a waggle here in the first quarter. And here we're going to have scores from other games here in a minute here, some of the other district games, if we can get them up here and try to get them to you. Remember, we are at Veterans Memorial Field here in Elizabethville, home of Upper Dauphin High School. Again, a shout out to DeNovus To Go for paying the rights fees of this game. Josie and Bill Knobloch, real good Squire fans, have been around the school for a couple years now. They have another one coming in, Laura, next year as a freshman. Elise graduated in 2017. We enjoyed watching her play girls basketball and all the other sports she played. And also AJ Knobloch, who played in this football team last year. So thank you for putting us on the air.
Tony, can we do a shout out real quick to Coach Pat Flaherty, who's probably listening over in New Jersey?
Yeah. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Big game here at halftime, 14-13. Hope you're enjoying it. We have a halftime score from Cedar Cliff. Cedar Cliff 21, New Oxford 7 in that game over at Cedar Cliff, which is about 30 miles south of us here. Here come the Squires back out in the field. Yeah, a lot of George, a lot of guys back in our day, the 72, 73, 74. We know we have one in New Jersey listening. Probably Annie Angel down there in St. Mary's, Maryland, probably tuning in. It really helps some of the guys that live away. Brian Klump.
Colorado, Tennessee.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we also have Danny's chatting with people. We have people watching in Colorado and Tennessee. It's really getting out.
It's all over. We have a real good, strong viewership tonight, and Upper Dauphin just took the field. That's why you couldn't hear us.
And Tony, you and I have a lot of fun doing these games.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's great because it's because of Bill and Danny that we get on the air. Let's not forget that.
It's great.
Actually, there's somebody from Egypt tuned in. I don't know who we have over there, but
it's wonderful that we can bring these games to the people who can't be here.
Yeah. And there is a lot of people that can't be here tonight, not only in the Cherrystown Hanover area, but all over looks like the country here. And we have a really strong viewership. We hope everybody's enjoying the game. And like we said, Upper Dauphin's going to get the ball here to start the second half. Delone has at least one more half of football after an 0-3 start. And I just want to say, really, no matter what happens here in the second half, it's been a privilege for me to be able to bring the games to the people that we bring them to.
Well, likewise, Tony. It's been an honor to be up here and work with you and bring these games to our viewers. And moving and treated to a great game here in the first half, 14-13. This Upper Dauphin team is for real. They're strong, they're big, they're good. They average 52 points a game. Delone's defense so far, with the help of a turnover, has held them to 14 points. But we've got to find ways to score in the second half. We've got to hang on to the ball. We've got to move the sticks. Time of possession is so important to keep the ball away from them.
Yeah, it is. And hopefully Delone can do that. We're going to meet here, Bill and me and some Delone administrators in coming weeks, and we're going to come up with a winter schedule for DCBN. We hope to do girls basketball, boys basketball, some wrestling matches. We did 5-5-3 last year. I don't know if we're going to expand on that or keep it there. We'll look at the schedule and see what games look attractive, and we'll go from there. But we do want to do DCBN for the winter sports also. We won't do all of them, but we'll do a majority of them. And hopefully we can get George Nieder back if he's in the area to do some of the games on basketball with me also.
See what my travel schedule is, Anthony. I'd love to be part of it. Okay. If you're Upper Dauphin, Tony, you do anything different, I'd look. You know, they're so good at pounding the ball. I would pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball. Do you agree?
Yeah, and what Delone's doing, McLenair's got away a couple times, but for a couple times they stopped him too. They are watching him. Ramberger to me becomes the bigger threat here in the second half. Find him. If he's in the backfield, fine. If he's on the wing, look for something else. That's what happened in the first half, and it took me about half the quarter to pick that up. Of course, I'm calling the game, but it took me about a half a quarter to pick that up. When he's not in the backfield, if he's in the wing or if they split him out, something's going on.
But Tony, sometimes what they'll do is they'll fake to him through the line of scrimmage and he'll run down.
Well, that's exactly, he becomes a blocker.
Right.
And but he don't do that from his pistol position. He does that from the wing. And Ayers, everybody, he is a great runner. A nice arm too. He put the ball where everybody could catch it there. So Delone's going to kick off. Tony Espinoza will probably do it from the left hash like he's been doing it all year. Back deep again is Ramberger and McLenair's. They have touched the ball. I can only recall 2 or 3 times somebody else got the ball. 87 called a pass. Sam Kerwin, he fumbled. Number 3 has carried the ball once or twice. Boyer.
65, Tony Espinoza to kick to start.
Well, they're going to go with what brought them. They're not going to change
return.
anything. So Tony Espinoza will tee it up here. Again, the wind, the flags are limp. There's hardly any wind blowing at all. And the second half starts here as Espinoza will approach the ball. There's the kick, and he hits a line drive this time. And that ball is going to go out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Let's see if
Kick sails out of bounds.
they're going to want the ball at the third. No, they're going to kick it again. The ref just said they're going to kick it again.
Okay, Tony, they want Ayers or Ramberger
To get that ball,
to get that ball. They want that ball in their hands to see what they can do.
So we've seen a couple kicks go out of bounds already.
Tony, if I'm Delone, do I just squib it down there to the 25, 20-yard line? That might be the best thing to do here.
Well, they must really respect Tony because they're Ramberger at the
Espinoza to
5-yard
re-kick.
line.
Ayers and Ramberger back.
I don't know if Tony can do that. He likes to crush the ball and crunch it. And he does it again. It's a high one. It's going to come to McLenair's at about the 15. He's at the 20, 25. Spins up to about the 30, 40. Still on his feet. And he's going to be rugby tackled at about the 40-yard line.
40-yard line. Tackle made
Well,
by
it took
number
3
40,
guys to
Josh
bring him
Holden.
down.
Yeah. So we get at the 40. They'd had it at the 35 anyway, so they gained the 5 yards of the penalty up to the 40-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Upper Dauphin.
Trojans start 1st and 10 on their own 40.
Tyler Cleveland back in the game.
Tony, Wyatt Slusher's there at that left defensive end slot.
Well, now we have a change here. We got 2 guys out. 87 is not eligible.
Ramberger around the corner.
Yeah, on a jet sweep, and he's gone. Oh, he got it. Gabe Lee makes a saving tackle, and we heard about that play where the guy, the inside man's not eligible, but he blocks down and clears out Ramsberger.
Right, they used him to block down. They got the corner, and you can see the speed of Ramberger. Saving tackle, as you indicated, by Gabe Lee.
And we didn't see that in the first half, that set. So the ball's at the 38-yard line of the Squires, 1st and 10, clock running.
This defense has to stiffen up here. It's important that they get a stop.
Ball given on a, Macklin keeps it up the middle, he's hit. And he goes forward to the 30-yard line. Tackled by a host of Squires there.
Johnny, you can see how strong he is. The first man hit him and just bounced off.
7, Gabe Lee.
Okay.
And it looks like Gabe Lee come up and actually made the saving tackle there again. And I thought he actually gave it to the sweep guy, but he kept it that time up the middle. And that's where he likes to run. He likes to run between the tackles.
Tony, he does an excellent job with the ball fake as a quarterback.
Counter to number 2, Ramberger. He breaks it down to about the 21-yard line. That time he was on the wing. Something was going to happen. He was on the wing.
3 hard runs. They're running hard and finishing their runs.
Yeah, but Delone's going to stop this momentum. We're down 10:50 left here in the third quarter. 3 plays and they moved the ball 33 yards. Ball on the 22-yard line, right up to the line of scrimmage.
There's the jet sweep again.
Jet sweep to Ramberger again. He's knocked out of bounds down around the 14, 15-yard line. We're going to have to give him 7 yards on that, 2nd and 3.
Well, you can see they're getting that corner almost at will right now.
And there's actually give him 8 yards, 2nd and 2. And what they're doing is they're really up-tempo in here, the Squires here defense. They're getting the call in a lot quicker than they did in the first half and getting right up to the line of scrimmage. They're moving people around a little bit as Ramberger has. See where they put him this time. He's on the wing again. Goes in motion. Jet sweep. McLinares keeps it up the middle. Drags people with him to the 7-yard line.
5-10, tackle made by number 8, Kyle Dennis.
First and goal at the 8, 7 or 8 out there. Same 2 guys touching that ball. They didn't change anything. Ramberger again in motion. Up the middle goes Ayers, and he's going to be close to the goal line. Touchdown Ayers on a 7-yard run. Drug some Squires into the end zone with him. It's now 20-13. And that was a methodical drive that time. They just did whatever they wanted to do.
Upper Dauphin brought it out, took it right to the defense. Very determined, very tough.
And here they're going to go for 2 again.
Tony, this becomes a big play. We like to keep this at 20-13.
Yeah, it becomes a huge play. You don't want to make it a 2-score game.
So who carries the ball, Ramberger or McLinares?
Yeah, one of them. Unless he pops it in there and throws it to somebody, but they haven't stopped. They big gains all night here. Fake to the fullback. Ayers keeps it, and he just runs into the end zone. He's tough to stop with one man. 2-point conversion for Ayers makes it 22-13 with 9:58 left here in the third quarter.
Big, strong, fast, and determined. McLinares taking control of that drive. And he's tough to bring down. Upper Dauphin goes up 22-13, and let's see if the Squires can answer.
Yeah, really tough bringing when Ayers gets his, he's going to get 5 yards unless you get him in the backfield and wrap him up.
When you get him on the perimeter with one man, he's going to be almost impossible to bring down.
And he don't want to go to the perimeter. He wants to run between the tackles. He likes that contact up there.
He does not shy away from it. He's a big, tough kid for sure.
I think we got a new. Is that a new kicker? No, 54 is still out there kicking off. Hayden Bells. Low line drive kick. Delone's going to cover it at the 38-yard line. Good field position. They want no part of Hernandez or
Delone falls on the kick
Peter
at
getting that
38-yard
ball.
line. It'll be first down and 10 from there.
So Delone's going to have to try to respond here. Ball on the 38-yard line. They're down 9.
Well, they've shown the ability to move the ball. Okay.
Yeah, they have over 200 yards total offense, which is up the line of scrimmage. Gabe Lee out to the right. Double wing for the Squires. Counter to Nieder. He's going to try to get wide, but he's not going to get there. Look who's there to get him.
Tony, good discipline. Good discipline by their defense. They're well positioned, waiting for that counter coming back. They're not running themselves out of position.
That was a wing counter Delone tried there. It didn't go anywhere as Bells and McLinares over there to make the tackle.
I mean, just too many guys right there. Tate Nieder broke 2 tackles, but he couldn't break the 3rd one.
Give to Josh Fulton. He gets the yardage back that we lost, and maybe 3 more to bring up 2nd and 7. Nice run by Fulton that time. 3rd down, 7. I'm sorry, 3rd down. They're going to make it 3rd and 6. They're going to give him 1 more yard. Nice run by Fulton that time.
Well, we said it before. You don't want to give the ball back to Upper Dauphin right away. Okay, we've got to move these chains, even if we don't score. Important 3rd down here for the Squires.
Run by Mowry. He's not going to get the 1st down. He's going to get close, though. Going to bring up a 4th down and 2. We'll have to see what the Squires do. Look like they're sending Gabe Lee out here to punt. was an option play and turned it up and made it to the 46-yard line, but he needed to the 48.
4th and 2 for Delone. Gave Lee off the punt, Ramberger to return.
Snaps back to Lee. He kicks it. It's a good kick over Ramberger's head. And they're going to try to get it before it gets into the end zone. But it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback, a 52-yard punt, and it's going to come out to the 20 where the Trojans of Upper Dauphin will take over with a 9-point lead with 8:04 left in the third quarter.
It would have been nice had we been able to down that inside the 5. We just couldn't get to it in time. It comes out to the 20. What does the Delone defense do now?
Well, they just got to toughen up. They got to make tackles. They had their shots at Ayers early, but once he gets rolling, he's gonna. It's very tough. You can't knock him back. Let's find out where they put Romberger this time. He's in the backfield now. Give to Romberger. He muscles it out 6 yards.
Across the 25-yard line, Joe Hernandez on the tackle.
Tony, looks like Cal Denish is in there at left defensive end now.
Yeah, number 8, Denish is in. Big 6-yard gain, though, 2nd down and 4. Romberger again in the backfield, right behind Macklin Ayers. Ayers up under center this time. Oh, the ball's loose, and the Squires have it.
That's a
mix
turnover.
up in the backfield.
Tony, somebody got great penetration right off the ball. I didn't get a number.
Well, Ayers and Ramberger ran together, and the ball came popping out. I'm not sure who got it. Hernandez might have picked it up there. I'm not sure who got it. But Delone's going to take over on a big break in the 25-yard line. That ball it was a mix-up. That's the first time we saw Macklin Ayers under center.
But somebody came free for Delone right away and got that fumble.
After the turnover, it's 1st down and 10 on the Trojan 24.
Very important that we get some points on this drive.
Counter to Hernandez. Get a little bit of room up the middle. Nice run. Give him 5 yards, 6 yards. That was the inside counter. He's up over the 25. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 24.
That's the 1st down yardage we need to get.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. Now you can do some things with it. Delone down 8. And that's the first time we saw Macklin Ayers up under center, and then they bobbled the ball. Zimmerman way out here to the left. Does it give to Fulton? Fulton gets the 1st down. I believe he has it. He's awful close if he doesn't have it.
He does get the Delone Catholic 1st down.
It is a 1st down. Fulton picked it up to the 14-yard line, so the Squires are rolling here after a mistake by Upper Dauphin.
Getting a pretty good push right now by the offensive line in the interior of that middle.
Squires right up. Gabe Lee being guarded one-on-one out here by number 22, Kate Matter. Was it given a sweep? Is that Hernandez or Nieder? I'm not sure who has it.
1st down handoff goes to Hernandez.
Hernandez picks up inside the 10. Let's give him 4 on that. 2nd and 6.
Tackle made by Ayers.
Delone has to come away with points here. After this, there's 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. 22-13. Delone's losing the game, but they're on the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on that play. They mark him back to the 10.
Tony Macklin Ayers sits in that middle, inside linebacker. And he's tough to move out.
Oh, Delone's going to get a 5-yard penalty here for motion. The whole team moved. Going to mark the ball back to the 15-yard line. I think they're dying for one of your slant corners here.
2nd down and 12 for Delone Catholic after the penalty.
Make it 2nd down and
12.
Yeah, we can actually get a 1st down at the 2-yard line, so let's call it 2nd and 12.
Puts us in a tough position.
Clock running, 5:40 left here in this third quarter. Throwing the ball, he looks into the end zone. Has a man out there, broken up, almost intercepted, almost caught. Nice play by number 3 for Dalton Boyer. Looks like it was intended for Ryan Myers. Broken up.
Tony, it looks like it was broken up by Jake Ramsberger. He had
was that number 2? I thought it was 3.
Number 2. He had really good defensive position, The offensive player for Delone did a good job just to break it up so it wasn't intercepted.
I thought we were throwing the slant corner there. I thought Gabe Lee making his move, but he wasn't open.
Well, it looked like he stared him down from the start.
So we got third down here.
We're lucky that ball wasn't intercepted.
Mowry under a little bit of pressure, gets a little block. He has a man open in the corner. He throws it.
What a pass!
It's Did he call it a touchdown?
Tony, I thought he broke that plane.
He called it.
I thought he broke the plane.
He called it and he didn't catch it. Let's see what they decide. There's a big discussion over there. I thought he called it and then fumbled it.
I thought he took a football
They're going to give it a
move.
touchdown.
Yes!
Touchdown square.
It was a football move.
He called the ball and made a move into the end
Hit the
zone.
ground. The ball hit the ground. He lost.
Now we don't know who called it. Let's see who caught the ball. We got to give the touchdown to somebody. I'm not sure who caught the ball out there. Either way, it's 22-19. Great catch, and the ball did come loose.
Tony, what a scramble. Trying to keep the play alive. Picked up a couple.
Yeah, Mowry made that play.
Picked up a couple key blocks and threw a beautiful pass on the run to the corner of the end zone.
We'll try to get you the number who caught that ball. Emmy's going to try to make the score 2 points. Kicks up. It looks good. It is good. 22-20. And we'll try to get you who caught that ball as soon as we can.
Well, we talk about how a game can change on special team plays and turnovers. Delone got the big turnover there and was able to capitalize. Kevin Mowry keeping the play alive, keeping up, getting some key blocks, rolling to his right, and throws a strike.
Yeah, it was a great throw, great catch by whoever that receiver. It was either Ryan Myers or.
Because he was pretty well covered. He put it only where his player could catch it.
Like we said up here, he made a football move. I thought he crossed the plane, and then the ball came loose, and there was a discussion over there by all the referees, and they finally decided to give him a touchdown. So I'm gonna call it Ryan Myers, although it might have been Tate Nieder. I can't be sure. It's pretty far away from us over here.
Ramberger and Ayers to return.
Espinoza to kick it off. He booms this one. Ramberger at the 9. Ayers at the 9. Up the middle, breaks it 3. Still on his feet, but there's a flag. Brought down by number 40, Jock, but there's a flag back here for a block in the back, I believe. That ball's going to come back to the 42-yard line, and there's going to be a penalty marked off.
Well, you can see the athlete he is, Tony.
Oh, wow.
He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and it's just hard to bring him down with one man.
Yeah, Fulton had almost wrestled him down.
Yeah.
They moved the ball back to the 37-yard line, and they're going to mark the penalty off from there.
It'll be a spot foul.
Yeah, spot foul is 10 yards from there.
Yeah.
So the ball's going to be marked back to the 32-yard line. 27-yard line, I'm sorry, the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. 22-20. 4:52 left here. We still don't know exactly who caught that ball.
There's your jet sweep again.
Ramberger's going. And we had Ryan Myers push him out of bounds. We got Tony over trying to see if he can find out who had that touchdown.
Well, the jet sweep picks up
7
yards.
And it was Ryan Myers in the touchdown pass. I just checked with the coaches. That's why it was Ryan Myers. And that was one heck of a catch, heck of a throw. 2nd down 5 for the Trojans. Let's see if they can respond here with 4:18 left here in the third quarter. Ayers is going to keep it himself. He's in the clear. Breaks another tackle up over midfield down to the 47-yard line. That kid's exciting.
Tough, physical runner. And you can see how difficult it is to bring him down.
Yeah, he's a stud.
You know, we've got to keep our containment, keep him inside, and gang tackle him.
4 minutes left here in the third quarter. And we want to give Ryan Myers all the credit. We missed it on the play, but he's the one that caught that ball.
Great throw, great catch. 22-20 with 3:50 to go.
High snap. And that time they've tried to reverse. Oh, no, actually, Ramberger has the ball. We thought McLinares had the ball, and Rumberger's going around the
Handoff
corner.
goes to Ramberger, tackled by number 40, Josh Fulton.
Tony, I want to point something out to our listeners.
Second down 7.
I think McLinares does a great job with his ball faking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's as good as anybody we've seen, probably better than anyone we've seen this year.
Second down and 7 for the Trojans.
I don't think Upper Dauphin's been in this close of a game in the third quarter all year long. So Ramberger, McLinares up the middle, and Rugby and up to about the 40-yard line.
There's the whistle.
Stop at the 40.
Probably be about third and
First
four.
contact by number 54,
Third and about
Nick Ross.
4, long 3. He's tough. I mean, you have to respect Ramberger going on the jet sweep there.
I think it's fair to say they're in two down territory.
Oh yeah, they're not. Yeah,
With a quarterback like that, I'm sure.
they're not punting.
Can Delone get some penetration here? That's the key.
High snap,
There's the ball,
ball's on the ground.
and
but I
that's
think
that's the penetration that we needed to get.
the ball was a high snap again.
Yeah.
The ball's on the ground. They're going to bring up a 4th down and 7. Let's see what Upper Dauphin does. The ball's out here in the 43-yard line. I think they're sending in the punting team.
Well, the key there was the penetration. Okay, we blew that play up, and it may force them into a punting situation versus a 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
Well,
And I think they would definitely go for it.
I'd make darn sure they punt the ball.
Hernandez
Upper
back to
Dauphin may
return.
have to use a timeout here. They got too many guys in the field right now. Now they're okay. Now they got back, and they're in their punt formation. There's a snap, and they do punt it. Terrible punt over to this side. It hits at the 30, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. A break for the Squires.
Tony, I think it's a fair statement. The kicking game is not their
Punt
strength.
goes out of
Oh,
bounds.
well, they haven't all. Yeah, they haven't punted or kicked well all year long. Dalone's going to take over in the 34,
Delone takes
down
over
2,
first and 10 on their own 34-yard
with a
line.
minute 37 left here in the third quarter.
I'm not sure, but I think Coach Stoll called up a blitz there on that third down play.
Yeah, but we got a little bit of a luck there. It was a high snap.
It was a high snap, and we got
and
some
Ayers
good
couldn't-
penetration.
Ayers couldn't control the snap, and he got nailed right when he tried to pick it up.
Now, can we take this ball and pick up first downs? Move the chains.
Well, let's see. That's just Delone double wing. Here comes the counter to Hernandez.
Hard running inside.
He gets about 3 yards.
2-yard gain for
Thought I saw a
Hernandez,
flag go
tackling
flying there,
number
but
67,
no flag.
Chris Evans.
Nothing on the field, so.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage. He got most of that on his own.
Yeah, give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7. We're down to a minute and 15 seconds. Kevin Mowry playing the game of his life here tonight, I think. Mowry's going to throw the ball. They were going to try to throw a waggle throwback, and look who covered the waggle throwback out here. McLinares.
Yep.
Smelled that out and stayed with Hernandez the whole way out here.
Tony, he's a smart football player. He's talented.
Yeah.
He reads the field. He's always in position.
And if he don't do that, the ball's coming out to Hernandez, and he
After the
goes.
tackle, he's third
There's
down
nobody there.
and 10 for the
McLinares
Flyers.
screwed that play up.
Yeah.
Kids all over the field.
He is. Tony, sideline to sideline. He's as good as anybody I've seen this year.
Yeah, offensively and defensively. Delone sends Gabe Lee out here.
Tony, I like this matchup here with Gabe Lee.
And that time they brought the house.
Oh, we have a
Ball's
fumble.
on the ground. Mowry dropped the ball. Let's see who got it.
Delone's got the ball. It's fourth
Mowry
down.
sacked again, first
They're going to run out the
contact
clock
by
here.
number 34,
The
Hayden
quarter's
Bellis.
going to run out, but Delone's not going to get anything out of it. And that time they were going to Gabe Lee, but they blitzed.
They blitzed, Tony. They brought somebody off the edge. We couldn't pick him up. He didn't have the time to get the ball in the air to Gabe Lee.
That's the end of the third quarter with a score
The end of the
22-20.
third quarter, Upper Dauphin 22, Delone Catholic 20.
This is a great football game, 22-20.
And the 2-point conversions are what done it.
Yep.
M&T Bank is proud to partner with PIAA District.
Well, we're going into the fourth quarter. We're down 2 points. Coach Zortman needs his defense to step up and make another stand.
Ball on the 30-yard line. Delone's going to punt it away. This is the final quarter of the PIAA District 3 M&T Bank Championship game, Double A. Back deep is Romberger. Gabe Lee to do the punting.
Tony, they don't look like they're putting a lot of pressure on.
No, they don't want to jump off. They don't care.
And I'd like him to see him take just a little more time to get our men downfield to cover this punt. There's nobody rushing. There's nobody rushing.
Nice punt.
Now cover it.
Ball's going to be covered at about the 43-yard line. 27-yard punt, no return. They're going to mark it at the 45 where Delone first touched it. 1st and 10 for the Trojans right there. So Delone calls the punt and then had a punt right back. Delone still down 2 as we enter the fourth quarter. Counter to Ramberger, who played the wing that time. He's tough. He gets 5 yards.
Ramberger picks up 5 yards. Tackled by Groff on the play.
2nd and 5.
Tony, we talked about how strong a runner Macklin Ayers is. He's big and strong. But Ramberger at 170 pounds runs very physical.
Yeah.
He gets some tough yards.
Well, that time they had him at wing. You really got to watch where he is. He's at wing. Ayers is going to keep it this time. He has the first down. He breaks into the clear. He's still on his feet down the sideline. He's knocked out of bounds. He just jumped through tackles down there. Let's see where they mark him.
He's big, he's strong, and he just runs through tackles.
They're going to mark him at the 17-yard line, 18-yard line, 1st and 10. And when he fakes to anybody other than Ramberger, he's keeping the ball. I mean,
it's up 1st down and 10 on the 18.
This would be a tough team to play in overtime, wouldn't it? Giving them the ball at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's almost,
Now here we go. The inside man's covered here, so you know they're coming this way in a sweep. 87 is covered. Here they come in a sweep. Ramberger going to try to get wide. He cuts it up and he's dropped for a 2-yard gain. Ryan Myers made the tackle there. They smelled out that play. 2nd down and 8. That's the second time we saw that set.
Well, we got good containment on the edge to force him back up inside. That was the key.
Well, yeah, they knew what was coming when the inside guy was covered. He blocks down. Ayers is going to keep it up the middle. He's knocked down at the 4, but he got a 1st down.
Tony, he was riding that wing. He was riding the motion man with the ball, pulls it out of his stomach, keeps it, gets up into the hole.
Yeah, Nick Groff cleaned out the guy that was that didn't get the ball, but Ayers ran up the middle.
1st and
10-10 left here in the fourth quarter. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line for Upper Dauphin. There was going to be a guy coming into the game, but I guess they decided against it. First and goal. Ramberger on the. Macklin Ayers is going to take it around the end. He falls loose. He fumbled it into the end zone, but I think he had crossed the plane before he went in.
Crossed the plane, and he recovered it also. You can see when they get down there, Tony, I think he's going to keep the ball. He's not giving it up.
Every time.
And he's going to say, tackle me, try and tackle me.
They'll go for 2, 28-20 right now.
Important that we can hold him on this 8.
Big stop here, yeah.
And keep it at 1 possession. This is a big play. But Tony, he's so big and strong, I got to believe they're going to call his number again.
Yeah. Either him or Romberg. It's not a mystery. See where they put Romberg this time. He's going out to the wing. And everybody moves. We're in
Yes.
Canada. That's going to cost them 5 yards, take them back to the 8.
That's an advantage.
It's
That's
an
big.
advantage. They have to come up with something different.
Got to try to keep this at one possession.
No flag on the play.
They're going to call timeout here?
Yes, they did. They and they know how important this is.
Yeah, it is.
They get up 2 scores here.
Right, we want to keep this in a one possession game.
Yeah. They're going to use their timeout right there. 9:45, I think that says. Yeah, 9:45 left here in the game. Thank you to all the viewers here that are watching. Thank you to Josie and Bill Knobloch. Genova's to go. Locations in Hanover and
Tony, early,
Northern Maryland.
Yep. Earlier in the game, they ran that double reverse inside.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be a call here. I'd be looking for it.
Well, the ball's still on the 3-yard line. I don't.
Wait a minute, they got to mark off the penalty, right?
No, they didn't mark off the penalty. They're still on the 3-yard line. There's no penalty marked off. Ayers tries to run it wide. He's hitting, he's in, but there was no. They didn't mark off the penalty. I don't know what happened there. Ayers is in for the score, but they didn't mark off the penalty. Makes it 30-20. So it's 30-20 that Delone will get the ball.
Tony, you and I were wondering why they didn't mark off the penalty. The coaching staff called timeout before the men went in motion.
Okay.
Okay? That's what we're being told.
Yeah, that's what we're being told.
That's what we're being
I didn't
told.
see that happen, but
Okay? At any rate, we're at 10. 10-point difference, 30-20 with 9:45. Very important that Delone respond.
yeah, they have. Time's going to be a factor now. We need 2 scores and got to give the ball back to Upper Dauphin. Ball's picked up by the up man for the Squires. Finds a little room. Still dancing around. It's Gabe Lee. He's up to midfield before he's knocked down. So Delone's going to have good field position here. Delone down 10, the ball right at midfield. Somebody's hurt down there for the Squires.
Well, we don't have a number. We can't see. Looks like he's getting up.
That's Gabe Lee. He's fine.
Okay.
Wow, I don't know. If they called timeout.
Well, that's what we're being told.
That's what. Yeah, that's what the
Okay,
refs.
They called timeout.
So that's
before
their
the motion.
second timeout.
There's 9:35. We don't have to panic. We can still run our offense. But my question to you, being an offensive coach, would you like to see play action on first down?
If you're going to throw, you're going to have to throw first down because they're starting to bring pressure now on 3rd down situations.
I agree.
As they did the last time. This time they have 8 guys in the box again. They're manning up on the outside. Very tough to pop one with Macklin Ayers there in the middle. All right, now we don't know what's going on. The refs are talking about something again. Ball right on midfield. I don't know what's going on. (30-20), 9:35 left, and Delone's moving back to the huddle. And we have no idea what happened. We have a Upper Dauphin player hurt over here
I'm not sure.
on the sideline.
There's a crowd around him.
Somebody's down over here. It is an Upper Dauphin player. We didn't even see that.
No, he is down. That's for sure, and that's why play has been
Yeah, the athletic staff looking on him there.
stopped for right now.
Didn't get a number of who that is. And
Well, you make a good point, Tony. Macklin Ayers, number 12.
looked like it was 64, Jakari Evans. Let's see. 54, I'm sorry, Bells.
Yes, and he's a defensive stopper. He's the second leading tackler on this defense.
Yeah.
Okay. But your point about Ayers, a good, strong athlete like that can cover up a lot of mistakes
Yeah.
in that defense from that inside linebacker position.
Now we're back. Has a man in the flat. It's complete out there, but tackled right away. And we got a flag late.
Pass complete to number 24, Nero. There is a flag.
It's going to be a
on the play.
4-yard pickup, but there's a flag late.
I don't know what the call is yet. Coach Zortman going away from his tendency, passing on first down.
Well,
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
personal
against
foul,
the
roughing the
Trojans.
passer. I think it might have been a blow to the head. Going to be 15 yards from the point of the foul. From the end of the play. And that takes it down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Squires. It was a 4-yard completion.
And Gabe Lee's not back in the game yet.
Oh, it's a slant. Picked off. And Hunter Lentz was right there. He knew the play was coming, picked it off. First mistake for Mallory all night long.
Tony, he didn't see that person.
No.
He didn't see him. He saw the corner covering Mason Clayball, but he didn't see the inside player.
The outside backer went.
Right.
They played a zone and he went right in the lane.
Right, stepped right in the lane. Well,
After the
9 minutes here.
Now it becomes very important that Delone gets a quick stop here. 9:09 left. They're down 10. High snap. New back carry there. I have to get it. Oh, we got a flag late. Flag late.
Flag coming in from the back judge. Holding.
Holding against the
I
Trojans.
think we got to take that penalty.
Holding it. You got to take it. You got to move them back. Number 22 carried the ball there. Caden Motter for. That ball's going to be marked back inside the 25-yard line, but it's going to remain first down. Ball marked at the 23. First and 20. First and actually like 21. It's a spot foul. And they gave it to somebody else.
After the penalty, it's first down and 20.
Clock running, 8:56.
Very important we get a stop here.
And they're starting to slow down the game a little bit. Ramberger in motion. Delone jumps off sides, and they're going to be 5 yards against the Squires. Unless they were drawn, but ref's talking about it.
I guess it's going to march against Delone. Yep.
Offsides, the Squires, 5 yards back off that penalty.
Enforcement against the Lone Catholic.
So make it first down and 15 now. And again, the clock starts running, and they're watching that clock now. They're not going to snap it until they have to. And there's another flag. Now we got motion on the 5 yards given back.
Ball start
Play
against the
getting a little
Trojans.
sloppy right now. And you almost ask yourself to get out of their rhythm where they're a quick team to the line of scrimmage. Okay, is it working against them a little bit?
And the clock starts again, which I think is ridiculous. They just made a penalty, and the clock starts. It gives them an advantage here. They could just keep making penalties back here. Ramberger in motion. Macklin keeps the ball.
He's going to keep the ball.
He's around the end. He's going to have a long yard. He's knocked down to maybe 9 yards from the first down. Clock's going to keep running. And he ain't giving the ball to anybody now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of someone I could compare him to on a high school level. He's so powerful running that ball. It just takes
Second down and 8.
2 men to bring him down usually.
So it's 2nd and 8. He got 7 of that 15 back. And we're down to 7:30 here. Inside handoff to Romberger. He's knocked down for a gain of a yard. So here comes Delone's chance now, 3rd and 7.
Third down and 7.
Ramberger came in from the corner that time. From the slot, they moved the ball back to the 38. They need right up to the 45 here for the first down.
Delone's got to make a stand right here.
And they got to
with
make a
7-10.
stop. Got to make a stop.
Got to get a stop.
Because I think Upper Dauphin will punt it away. But
I
they're
do.
going to let the clock run down here. They only have one timeout left.
I think this ball is going to stay in Ayers' hands. Macklin Ayers.
Ayers gets it. There's a counter.
Ayers keeps it
Ball was
himself,
bobbled a
brought
little
down
bit
for
by
no
Ayers
gain.
that time, and he's dropped.
First contact by number 36, Ryan
I think he
Myers.
wanted to hand it off to Ramberger underneath there, and he didn't have the control of the ball, and he had to eat it.
Well, either way, Delone's going to get the ball
Delone's going
back
to get the
there
ball back, yeah.
with 6:30 to go.
And all 3 timeouts. Upper
Cleveland
Dauphin
out
has
to
1
punt.
timeout left.
Leroy Hernandez to return.
Good snap. Oh, Delone fumbled the ball. Bad decision by the Squires there to try to pick it up and go with it. He bobbled the ball, and Upper Dauphin's going to get the ball back in the 36-yard line.
Just a tough.
Tried to make a play, and
Tried to make a play. Got away from him. Big turnover with 6 minutes to go. And just something Delone couldn't afford to do in that situation.
no, you
They
couldn't.
got
afford-
they got the stop they needed and turned it back over.
And he was trying to make a play. You can't fault him for
He
that.
was trying to make a play. He was working hard. Let's see what this Delone defense can do with 6 minutes to go.
He still has the ball. He's amazing. He's still on his feet down inside the 20, the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
See how hard he works at the ball handling and faking. Nobody knew he had the ball.
No.
And he breaks it to the corner. He does a terrific job. Ball faking. And you get him on the edge. One guy's not going to bring him down.
No. So 2 Delone turnovers in their last 2 times they had the ball, an interception and a fumble, have really put the cramps in Delone here. Very heavy to that side. They give it to Ramberger around that way. He's going to be hit and dropped for maybe give him 2 yards before he's knocked down. Then we're down to 5:30 here left in the game, 30 to 20.
Well, even that turnover, that defense is fighting hard, Tony. They're trying to get a stop here.
Actually, Upper Dauphin went very strong to the right side that time and ran Ramberger in there, and Delone made a nice play.
Well, I think Macklin Ayers is going to hang on to this ball here. I don't think he's going to give it up.
Even if he does give it up, we won't know he did. Down under 5 minutes now. Ayers keeps it. He's going to be drugged down. It's going to be 3rd down.
Ayers keeps it himself for a short gain.
3rd down and what do you think? 7 there.
By number 76,
3rd and about
Austin
6.
Stomp.
They're taking all advantage of this clock here.
Well,
Now, clock started a little late that time. Offsides, Delone Catholic, I think, unless they were drawn off.
Flag on the play.
well, they're going to talk it over, Tony, but I didn't see anybody jump from Upper Dauphin. I think it's going to be all sides on Delone.
Well, they're talking an awful long time for it.
Yeah.
And it is going to be offsides Delone. They're going to bring up a 3rd down and short now.
Yeah, usually when they take that much time to talk about it, they want to make sure and check and make sure nobody jumped on the offensive line. Well, that's not something we
Third
needed.
and short for the Trojans.
3rd and a half a yard. And Delone stops them. They're knocked down in the backfield
Down in the backfield.
for a loss of about 3.
Delone was selling out there. They were coming
Yeah.
hard through all the gaps.
24.
4th down and 3, long 3. 3:47 left here in the game.
Well, if there's a chance, we need to get a stop right here. I'm going to say Ayers is going to keep this ball.
Around the one side.
Yep. He's going to fake it through the hole and try to get to the corner.
He keeps it. He comes around the corner. He has the first down to about the 4-yard line. 1st and 10 for Upper Dauphin at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
That's going to be tough. Well, I saw this player on film, and he looks better in person.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a real player.
And we're down to 3:15 left in the game. And knocking on the door is Upper Dauphin. They're going to take their time here, let all the clock run down.
This Delone defense has been playing real hard, Tony. They're just up against a superior athlete who continues to make plays. The 2 turnovers really took the wind out of our sails.
Yeah,
The interception, and then also the fumble.
We couldn't have the
punt.
turnovers. We said that before the game.
Right.
Turnovers and
We knew they were going to get the points. We knew we had to score to beat them. You know, we scored 20. We probably needed 35.
now they call a timeout. That's our last timeout. 2:45 left in the game. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And Delone's going to have to start using their timeouts too because well, either way, you know.
I think last week we could have got away with those turnovers tonight. Not tonight, not against this team.
No.
This is a championship team. You can see why they're 11-0.
Yeah.
A juggernaut offense. They have averaged 52 points per game on the season. Delone's held them to 30. Had they not turned the ball over, they were in the game.
Yeah.
They were in the game the whole way. Had they not turned the ball over, okay, we showed we could move the ball offensively. Those turnovers really took the wind out of our sails.
Yeah, the interception, Delone didn't expect him to be dropping into a zone. And the outside linebacker just picked off the fumble. That was just trying to make a play on the punt.
Right. Kevin Mallory didn't see him, but let's give Kevin Mallory a lot of credit. He made some great throws tonight.
Yeah, he played a great game. You can't take anything away from the Squires here tonight. Like I said, this is probably the toughest game Upper Dauphin had all year.
And they're physical. They're tough in the middle. We had to work for every yard that we got.
They're very heavy to this side, the left side.
Yeah.
I'm going over to talk to the Delone coaches for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
The ball's on the 4-yard line. And it's 1st down. I don't know what the delay is.
They went over and talked to Coach Zortman about something. There's no change from what happened there, so I have no idea what's that all about. First and goal at the 4.
Well, no surprise here. Ramberger or Ayers, unless they want to let somebody else score a
Well,
touchdown.
there's only about 4 or 5 times somebody else touched the ball tonight.
Right.
And we knew that coming in.
Oh, it's holding.
Ayers going to get around. He's going to be marked out at the goal line. Did they call that a touchdown?
Tony, I thought he was out of bounds, but he put the ball over. He put the ball over the pylon.
I guess he did because they're calling it a touchdown.
He did.
He looked like he was out. He looked like he stepped out around the 2 to me, but I guess he reached out the ball. 36-20. Give Ayers another touchdown.
Yep.
Trojans out for the 2-point conversion.
That's Ayers' 5th touchdown. He has all the touchdowns. He'll go for 2 here. 36-20 right now. And wow, I thought the ref marked him out over there. It's pretty far away, but.
Well, he scored 33 TDs himself this season.
Give it to Ram. And number 3's not going to make it in, so it's still a two possession game.
Tony, that play there showed me a lot. The Delone defense is still playing hard.
Yeah.
Still playing hard. I want to make that note. That's really good to see. Well, 36-20. We need 2 scores.
Yeah, 36-20, and Ayers has all 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And all but one of the 2-point conversions. 2:34 left here. Delone's going to have to really have a miracle here to get back in this game. They need 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Call me crazy here. I don't think they're kicking it anywhere close to Hernandez or new kicker, by the way, out there. Number 87, Kevin Kerwin's going to kick.
Number 87, Sam Kerwin out to kick.
It's because Ballas came off and he was hurt.
This is his first kickoff. 54 was kicking off, but he got injured. Right down the middle again. It's going to bounce the whole way to Hernandez. He's on his feet up the midfield where he's knocked down. The 40-yard line. I'm sorry, 40, not 50.
The 40-yard line.
So Delone with 2:27 left have the ball at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what Coach Zortman wants to do here.
Well, he has Gabe Lee out here. Looking deep for Gabe Lee. Oh, interference. You got to throw the flag there. You got to throw the flag. Oh, they just threw it on Gabe Lee for unsportsmanlike. That's a terrible call. Gabe Lee was interfered with.
That was interference.
And there was no call, and then Gabe Lee turned around and said something, and rightfully he got a flag. But the play was defensive interference the whole way.
Conduct against the Squires.
That's just a terrible call for anybody in a district championship game to make. Not calling an interference on that play. And the refs, and that being said, the refs had a great game tonight. There was nothing, but that was interference. It was obvious. Everybody saw it. Everybody in this sideline saw it, and they didn't throw the flag.
Well, it wasn't like he was out of position either, Tony.
No, he was right there.
He was standing right there, and the play was in front of him.
The kid jumped right into Gabe Lee's arms. Gabe Lee couldn't catch the ball.
But with that said, I don't want to get caught up in that one play.
No, the refs had a great game tonight.
They did.
There was really nothing that. Going to try to throw again. He's under heavy pressure. It's a screen pass out here to Fulton. He has a little bit of room to run. Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and he almost does. Gets up to the 39-yard line on a screen pass.
Picks up 14 yards.
Nice call there to get the yardage
back.
back.
Yeah, they got most of the penalty yardage back. Bring up 3rd and 12.
Still playing hard. 1:52 to go. Let's see if they come back to Gabe Lee again.
Out to Hernandez. He's got the first. Stayed on his feet and got up to the 46. Nice play.
It'll be about 4th and 4.
4th and 4, 4th and 5, and I'm sure Delone's going to go for it.
Delone calls her timeout.
Good call. Can't let that clock run off. 1:28 left. And wow, I mean, you had to throw a flag there. You just can't let a play like that happen.
I don't know why he didn't call that. It looked pretty obvious from here.
Well, everybody, even the people in the stands were. When we're in their sideline. Oh well, like you said, Delone's going to try to get the first down here.
Nice.
That being said, let's get back to the fact that Delone probably going to lose this game. They're finish 8-4, get a silver medal after an 0-3 start. Kudos to Coach Orban and the rest of the Squires here. Did a heck of a job tonight.
The whole coaching staff.
Yeah. Delone's going to try to go for it to prolong this game here. Hernandez in motion. Mowry's under a little bit of pressure. He's going to have to run. He has the first down. He's still on his feet. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to have a first down around the 25-yard line.
Still playing strong, and Kevin Mowry's had a great game tonight, Tony. I know he threw that one interception.
One mistake.
One mistake.
Kevin played probably the best game I saw him play all year tonight.
I agree. And it's great to see these kids still playing hard. Maybe they can get this ball into the end zone.
Squires up to the line of scrimmage. The clock is stopped because he was out of bounds at about the 26. That's where the play is. Mowry again going to throw. As a man over the middle, it's complete.
He's going to get to that end zone.
Complete to Nieder, and it's a touchdown for the Squires. Tate Nieder makes a catch. 26-yard touchdown pass. They'll have to go for two. It's 36-26.
Tony, that's a character drive. Never giving up. It's a character drive.
Yep.
Okay, the kids kept playing hard, kept playing the game. Great to see.
The Squires got to go for two here. There's no other way to do it. 54 looks like he's better. He's running back into the game here.
Tony, we knew we could score points, but we couldn't turn the ball over, and that probably has been the difference to this point.
Yeah. Squires go for two. Mowry looking to throw it. Tosses it into the end zone.
Oh,
did he get it?
he did get it. Yes.
He got the two-point conversion to Hernandez.
A push pass.
A push pass. It's 36-28. And Delone are going to have to try the onside kick.
A push pass under heavy pressure at the last minute before going out of bounds. What a play. Kevin Mowry, great job picking up a crucial fourth down and making a big play on the two-point conversion. Never say die. That's a character drive. It says a lot about this team and the coaching staff.
36-28, Delone's going to have to try onside kick here with 1:06 left. But, you know, who thought 5 minutes ago there was going to be this possibility?
Well, that's why you keep playing hard, Tony. That's why I was so impressed with the effort. Okay? This is a very, very good football team Delone's playing tonight, and Delone has played their hearts out.
Espinosa's going to kick off here from the middle of the field. It's going to have to be an onside kick. Delone's going to have to stay on sides here.
And the ball's got to go 10 yards.
Got to go 10 yards.
Before anybody can touch it. Oh, it's got the hop. It's got the hop.
I think Delone has it.
It's got the ball.
And Delone has the ball.
How about that? He got the big hop that he wanted.
Delone has the ball at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Tony, you could see it when it hit the ground. It came up high. He got the hop he wanted. The first man for Upper Dauphin couldn't control it. Delone's back in business with 1:05 to go.
And Upper Dauphin's just stunned over here. They're going to give the ball to Delone at the 47-yard line of Upper Dauphin, so there is a chance.
Timeouts. How many timeouts does Delone?
I think we have two.
I think we have two timeouts.
And
officials timeout.
official
right
timeout.
now.
Somebody's hurt somewhere along there. I'm not sure who it is.
Well, typically that play, that onside kick, is a high collision type play.
Yeah.
People are running full speed for the ball, and there's a lot of impact.
And that was a great onside kick. It took that second hop and went over the.
It took the big hop that he needed and put the ball in the air, and he put it up for grabs. I don't know who came up with the ball. Did you get a number? .105 to go. Delone's got to score quick here.
Yeah, is
okay?
that Nick over there? Or who 54 is over there, but I'm not sure he's not there with somebody else.
57.
57, Mike O'Brien.
I think it's 57.
What a play! What a that's and you know they're not running the ball. You put it right back in the hands of Kevin Mowry, who's had such a great game tonight.
Okay, he's up. That's good. He's going to walk it. He's definitely shaking up, but he's walking off. That's a good sign. Well, one way or another, we're going to have an exciting finish to this one.
The Squires, they have 1:05 and 2 timeouts.
So there's time to score here. Okay, we can get the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, there's been no long drives here tonight. I mean, it's not like we had a ball control drive all night long. So,
and who knows? Just maybe we get Gabe Lee down the sideline and we might get that interference.
Well, now, if that was Michael O'Brien, that's going to take away from the line of scrimmage. Gabe Lee's out of the game right now.
Yep.
Play ball's in. Mowry back to throw. Throws it out to Clayball just a little high in an out pattern.
Oh, Tony, he had him out there.
He had him open, but it was a little high.
Tony, what's giving them a chance is the strong offensive line play. This offensive line's doing a great job. They're not getting to Mowry right now. I wonder if they're going to bring a blitz.
Well,
I wonder if Upper Dauphin's going to dial up a blitz here because they are not getting to Mowry. Gabe Lee's back in. He split left.
Watch our tight end here, Myers, down the side. See, they're going to. They got a man out there.
Oh, he's got it!
He's got the Delone man has to catch the ball at the 21-yard line. How did he catch that?
Joe Hernandez went up in the crowd there, but got the ball and brought it down. Delone's back in business.
He ran the wheel route behind Ryan Myers. And Delone has the ball at the 21-yard line.
51 seconds.
And the clock is running.
We got to get back up to the line with 46 seconds.
Mowry in the shotgun.
I think he's going to look for Gabe Lee out to the left.
Slant corner to Lee, overthrown. He overthrown. It was right in the middle between Nieder and Gabe Lee. That's going to stop the clock. Everybody can take a breath now. 36 seconds. The Squires, hey, no matter what happens, they made it exciting.
I said, Tony, that was a character drive, what they did. Getting the onside kick, you got to have a little bit of luck. They're back in business with 36 seconds to go, threatening to score.
There's a man in the end zone. Oh, just off his fingertips. Great defensive play.
Intended for number 40, Josh Fulton. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
That ball hit the fingertips of, it looked like Ryan Myers, and the kid for Upper Dauphin nailed it.
You got to get Jake Ramberger credit. He broke that play up. I thought it was going to be a touchdown. The ball was right on the money.
Take a timeout.
And Delone's going to use a timeout here. And that was a great defensive play.
It was.
You got to give that kid credit.
Jake Ramberger made a great play to break that up. That was Josh Fulton.
It was either Fulton or Myers. I couldn't tell. They were both in the vicinity there.
Yeah.
You know what? Mowry just threw that ball in the end zone to get it in there.
Well, he had to. He's trying to make a play.
Yeah. And now you got to make the play. It's 3rd down and 10. 29 seconds left. Delone has another timeout. They're down 8, and even if they score, they need to go for 2. They need the 2-point conversion.
Well, we got to score. We got to score. Okay.
Let's see what Coach Zortman draws up here. And Upper Dauphin's back in their heels a little bit.
They are back on their heels a little bit. I'm surprised they're not coming with a little bit of pressure.
Well, they don't want to give up a screen pass or anything like that either.
Delone looks like they're going strong left.
Delone's in look at this set. Delone's in a
Trips.
bunch set to the left side. Mowry back to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure.
There's the blitz. Get out of bounds.
And it was good he went out of bounds because he had no throw.
He had nothing there. Well, they brought the heat there, Tony, on third down. They weren't getting to Mowry. Upper Dauphin dials up the blitz. Now it's 4th and 10.
And Mowry has to throw it this time. He can't run out of bounds.
Delone's calling their last time out.
And they got to. They got to get into the end zone or get a first down, have the clock stopped, and clock the ball.
Irregardless of the outcome of this game, look at the fight of both teams. Delone, once you thought was dead in the water, scores on a character drive, gets the onside kick, gets the ball down here to the 25-yard line. It's 4th and 15.
And Kevin Mowry made absolutely the right decision there. Live another day here, even if it's 4th down. Don't throw that ball in the crowd. Get out of bounds.
Totally agree, Tony. You need to get out of bounds and live for 4th down and try to make something happen.
Now do they come after him again?
I think that they will, Tony. I think that they will.
It looked like they're playing a little deeper now. Where they got Rams? Where they got Ayers at? Let's find him.
He's on the far right side. Macklin.
After the timeout, it's 4th down and 15 for the Squires.
Tony, we got the matchup we want. We want Gabe Lead in the right corner.
Go in the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. And there was a wheel route. And Kevin Mowry feels bad, but he had to get rid of it. He was under a lot of pressure.
He was, Tony.
And he tried to get it to Hernandez in a real route. Nobody else was open. And Hernandez couldn't catch up with the ball, and that's going to make the final score 36-28. What a year for the Squires.
Tony, what I just want to say how much character, how much fight this team has had. Okay? To battle to the very end, against a very, very good, undefeated 11-0 Upper Dauphin team with a senior-laden team, a lot of experience, and a Division I player who really impressed everyone here tonight.
And they're going to take a knee here, I think, and that's going to be the end of the game, and it is. Well-fought game by both teams. The final score here at Veterans Memorial Field up here in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. Upper Dauphin 36, Delone Catholic 28. Delone's going to get the silver medal. Upper Dauphin's going to get the gold medal, and they deserve it. Real nice game by the refs tonight. They only won, the pass interference really didn't matter because Delone came back and scored. They called a nice game. And Delone and Upper Dauphin, a lot of respect for each other out there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, great sportsmanship. You love to see this here at the end. Two really good teams. Upper Dauphin, very, very strong, very physical, led by their quarterback who impressed everybody here tonight. Just tough to bring down, took control of the game.
Yeah, he had all 5 scores. He was him and Ramberger with the man, and Delone, Kevin Mowry played his heart out. What a game.
But never say die, Squires. Down by 2 touchdowns on a character drive, getting themselves back in the game, getting the onside kick, and trying to score at the end of the game, coming up just a little bit short.
21 yards short. And what a year for the Squires. 8-4. They get a silver medal here.
Tony, I want to say something about Kevin Mowry. I thought his play tonight was big. He made a lot of great decisions, made a lot of big throws, and gave us a chance there at the end of the game to pull this out.
Yeah, great catch by Hernandez in that drive.
Yeah.
What can you say? They're 8-4. They get a silver medal after starting 0-3. We're going to have stay tuned to the Delone website for our winter schedule here. For Danny Smith, who great getting us on the air.
Yeah.
And Bill Smith, George Nieder, it's been a great year.
Tony, I just want to say what a pleasure and a wonderful opportunity it was to help work this game and be with you up here in the booth and bring this game to the audience that was listening in. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything, but thanks everybody for getting us through here.
Yeah, I certainly want to thank Tony and George, especially George this week for changing your plans to be here. Thanks for everybody watching. We're still at 225 people watching that.
So proud of the fight on the Squires.
Congratulations, Upper Dauphin. Really tough loss for the Squires.
Good luck to Upper Dauphin in the state playoffs.
Good luck against Southern Columbia in 2 weeks. We're gonna sign off here, but again, I want to thank Knoblauch's to go, Josie and Bill Knoblauch, for letting us get on here, and thanks everybody from Upper Dauphin for being a great host to us up here. Thank you and good night.